You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house or in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't realize I was on mute. What's up? Hey, Miss Ray. Hey, how you doing, Miss Rags? What's up? Forever Diamond forever. You said what now? Ooh wee. This gonna be good. Hey guys, what's up? Make sure you guys come on in. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you're new here, please feel free to hit the membership button. All you gotta do is click join. And also, of course, if you want to donate to any of the commentary, Cash App, $, the hood table, 402. $, the hood table, 402. But what's up? Happy Monday. It's a lot of Monday madness going on. Monday mayhem, right? Man, I've been watching people since early this morning, starting off with KRN, King Roman News. I was working through the day. I was so busy working, I couldn't even get in on my lunch break. And I was like, let me just wait later on in the day, because maybe there'll be some more commentary regarding King Roman News, his video, especially after some of the, the information that he gave us regarding the group chat or regarding possible moles or, things like that. You said WWE, child. Child. WWE for real, like no holds barred. What's up, Nessa? How you doing? Make sure you guys are liking and sharing the video, please, and thank you very much. I dropped the link because somebody is supposed to jump up here and join me. Let me see. Let me hit them up. Let them know I'm live. Hold on. They're probably watching right now. But hold on one second. Okay. So when I was watching King Roman News this morning, okay, he revealed some more information. Like, I was watching his panel and I was trying to figure out if he really started his group chat back or if he didn't start the group chat back. But it was very interesting because he was playing some videos I had watched over the weekend, one of them from Chocolate Bay and one of them from Sean Bradley. I thought it was really interesting what Chocolate Bay had to say about TMO, about her causing a lot of confusion in the group, which is what other people has been saying. I still think that King Roman News made the right choice to put certain people out of his group because of all the commotion that was going on. And then he gave us a little information about some other people that TMO was discussing in the group. And that person was called Hot Dogs. And I was like, who the hell is Hot Dogs? And TMO said, the person that always talking about their kids and always mentioning hot dogs. And I'm like, who the hell is he talking about? And so then, like, towards the very end of his show, He said, "Oh, by the way, hot dogs is Pizarro." I was like, I ain't never heard Pizarro mention anything about no damn hot dogs, but I always hear her talking about crab legs and send her cash out for some crab legs. So I never heard anything about no hot dogs. And I'm thinking, I know Peace ain't over there just feeding her kids hot dogs when she eat no crab legs. So I don't know why they call her hot dogs. But anyway, what's up, Corio? Corio must be on mute. But yes, you said I didn't get a chance to watch. Oh, did he put it on? Did he put it on private or put it on members? I don't know if he put it on members or not, but I was there for it. I was there this morning. I was watching it, and basically, I mean, he didn't give a whole bunch of information, but he's just ready to go. That's basically what I got the gist of the video that he did this morning. He's ready to go, and anybody else who has anything else to say about him or his group chat, especially over the weekend, because I guess Pisa has said something about she was asking him questions, and he has said before that he ain't answering no questions, and who is she to ask him questions, and whoop whoop whoop, but he ain't answering shit, and don't ask him no questions, and blah 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 blah. So my only thing is that I really got from that video that he did this morning, and feel free y'all to go back and watch it if it ain't on Members Live, or if you're a member, or if you want to join the member, maybe you can watch it that way. But I don't know if it's on Members Live or not. But I got the gist that he said if anybody got anything else to say, he's not coming back live to do at least not B sector shit until Friday. He'll be doing like running backs and talking about celebrities and different things like that in the news this week. But as far as the B sector, he said he's not going to come back until Friday. So he said go ahead and get him something so that he can discuss for Friday. So that's what I was waiting for, to see if anybody was going to come back and, go back at him or whatever. Because, again, the most that I gained as far as new intel or new information was the fact that she not only was discussing Bri and ODS and others, but she was also discussing with him about pizza and calling her hot dogs. And, again, I don't know why he was calling her hot dogs. But that's just a little snippet of what he had to say. Now, what I really want to talk about today is the shit that went on with Bri and Grish. I did not see that coming at all. I did not see that coming at all. Sassy, if you want to hit the link, feel free. You probably don't want to talk about this, though, because of the people who's involved. One thing I can say about Grish, when she was over there on Ness's platform, she did say she wants to have respect for people who like, the parties that she was going to be discussing. She gave him an opportunity. Jay Dunn, it was Jay Dunn. It was other people on there. Who else was on there? It was a lot of people on there. And she gave them opportunities to drop off the panel, because you know how some people are. Come on now. We all know how it goes. If you're on the panel with somebody who's discussing you, like some of these content creators, and it's something really negative, or they get dragged or something like that, sometimes they feel a certain type of way if somebody who supposedly supports them or somebody they're supposed to be cool with is on the panel at the same time. But what all they were saying, child? You said, Lord, I'm glad you're live because I can't take the shit. Okay. I left, child. I heard everything I needed to hear. Let me get a sip of water. I heard everything I needed to hear. And then I was like, ooh, let me go live. Hold on, let me take a sip of water. Okay. And then Saxy said, I'm fine, hon. Oh, you're flying. Oh, okay. All right. Be safe out there. Be safe out there. Hopefully the skies be friendly to you. God protect you while you are traveling to and fro, here and there. Please, Lord, protect Sassy as she is up in the air.
I'm so sorry. My
That's
phone.
okay.
I mean, I had hell getting on StreamYard. I'm sorry.
It's okay. StreamYard been tripping lately, so don't
Oh,
feel bad. Don't feel bad.
okay. So, oh, Sassy's flying.
Yes,
Okay.
I just said a little prayer for Sassy.
Oh,
I go to church sometimes, Sassy. So I think my prayers are good with the Lord. I think so. Hey,
like
they saved me
like
from the
Medea.
tornadoes the other day. Sure.
Oh, shoot! I did read about that. Yeah.
Yes, we had a whole bunch of tornadoes hit down around here. So hey, my prayers worked in. I'm sure they still working. I got about two more left. So what's up? What's up, Melissa? How y'all doing? What's up, Grace? And
Hey, hey,
let me
everybody.
yes, yes. We got our dear Corio, one of my favorite co-hosts, on the
Oh.
panel with us. But let me read some of these comments, Corio. Then we gonna get into some shit, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so let me see. Okay, Melissa said, "Hey, I'm missing out. I didn't know about something happened today." Mm. She said, Corio. She said, "Whose panel was it on?"
Which one? My
Who panel
God.
wasn't it on? Is the question.
Right.
Girl, you gonna have to start. I don't even know where she got to start. Did she start at like Ness's or did she start at Breeze or Child?
Well, you can start at King Roman News went live early this morning,
Right.
right after Ronnie Q. And oh, go ahead and say hi. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm
Oh
sorry.
no, you fine. You fine. I just wanted to say hello to the peoples.
Sure.
I think I said hello to everybody. I think so. Grace did say as soon as the Umar boy hit the panel, I left.
Yeah, he
But yeah, go ahead, babe.
he had his mic on about 50. First of all, he hit Lemon's panel, and he's not. First of all, this was beef sector business. You've only been here not even 90 days. You have no idea the relationship and how far it goes back for Grish and Bri. So you jump up there, he starts attacking Grish. He's calling her a bag of bitches, a bunch of hoes. And it's like, Lemon, when are you going to stop him from disrespecting your female, you know, panelists? He went after lesbians last night, and QI and Jay Dunn had to go up there and set him straight. That might have been on his panel, but he's just up there. His mic was on 50 hood table. It sounded like he had the mic in his mouth. It was like,
It do be
ew,
loud. It do be loud.
ew. But go ahead. I'm sorry. But yeah, you want to start at King Roman. He went in on TMO and he showed actual receipts. And then it went to Ness. No, it went to Breeze Live, where it all started with Grish. And then Grish went over to Ness to respond. And then Grish and Bree agreed to go to Lemons to discuss. Okay, you go ahead. I gave the highlights, boss.
Yes, yes, because I was talking a little bit about KRN, and I told him the most that I really got out of that, because a lot of the stuff he's already kind of like discussed before his conversation with TMO, but he did show like receipts of their conversation and how he was telling her literally, "I'm sick of this shit. I don't got time for this shit. I don't want to hear about this shit," and she just kept bringing him more and more information. Then she was talking about pizza, calling her hot dog. And things like that. I was like, girl, I was like, who the hell is hot dogs? I'm like, why y'all ain't call her lobster tails or crab legs? Why is she called hot dogs? Like, I didn't get it, but I guess
It's
KRN.
kind of a dig at her mothering.
Huh?
Don't you think it's kind of a dig at her mothering?
Well, see, KRN said, the person over there that be talking about hot dogs and her kids. So girl, I swear I was stuck. I couldn't think of nobody. And then at the end, when he finally said pizza, I was like, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, so let me ask you something, because
Sure.
we were just listening to Grish and Bri. They was on several panels. Bri had talked about Grish on her panel, but it was kind of after, I think Grish actually went first.
No,
said something the other day.
You're not talking about today?
No, it was something Grish said the other day.
Oh, I don't know about that. I've been kind of busy for the last.
Well, it wasn't really a lot. It was just, I can't even, I can't, I've been watching too much shit. I can't really remember exactly what was said, but I know Bri came out today and basically said they haven't talked and fucked around in almost a year, and said it had something to do with QB. And I guess I don't know if he had made a video about QB, but Bri had told him, this is what Bri said, that she told him that she didn't want him doxing nobody. And this was like around the time VS came back. And she was telling him, leave VS alone. Don't get into
Grish is a she. Grish.
I'm sorry, she. So Bri was telling her, to leave VS alone and different things like that. And she, I guess she was trying to protect her from VS. And then she said it would look bad, coming back on her, because a lot of people think or know that Grish, when she does a lot of what she do, that is for Pettyville and associates. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Am I good so far? That a lot of people do believe that's what Grish has done.
Most definitely. She said it.
Okay. Yep. So, Grish, she ended up hitting Ness's panel.
Yeah.
Right. And she got on there. She said, I'm about to talk about Brianna. Anybody who, don't want to be here for that shit, here's your time now to get off the panel. Everybody was like, we ain't going nowhere. We know how to be neutral. Go ahead, speak.
Right.
They was not trying to get off that panel. And so they was all standing up there, and I'm like, damn, what the hell? What is Grish about to say? So I'm up there listening, and I'm listening for her to really get like some. What did you get off of her being on Ness's panel, besides the fact that she said the real reason why Bri and her ain't communicating anymore is because they both disagree on the color of Nina's skin? Was there anything else that I missed?
Let's see. That was the takeaway, because it was shocking, because I think it was, Grish did say it was about Nina. When they asked her if Bri had asked her to do any doxing personally, she did say no. It was really just her wanting to talk, reiterating how she really wanted to talk to Bri. And don't you think that's mostly what it was, her saying she wanted to talk to Bri? And
right. And I just want to make sure I'm not jumping the gun, because we're first discussing Ness's. That's why I just want to make sure if there was more really in-depth intel or something that we heard on Ness, because what I mainly heard was the real reason why they ain't fucking with each other is because of, I guess, Bri has always, stood 10 toes down when she saw the color on Nina's arm or neck or chest or something. It keeps like changing.
It was the arm. Yeah.
Okay, the arm. And from what Grish is saying, after doing a little research, that she's a Latina And she
Yeah.
lives in another country, which Nina always says she lives in another country. But Grish says she's Latina and she teaches kids English over in
In
another country,
Africa.
in Africa, in another country.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that is why Grish saying that they do not speak.
Mm-hmm.
Now, then, basically the big shit popped off over
Uh-huh.
on, that was quick too. Lemon, he got that live going quick, huh? That's right, because Grish was, that's the live I was talking about. Grish was on Lemon's live like early in the morning. Remember when Grish was live? And then Bri had went over there too.
Was
So
that see, I don't really watch Lemon.
okay.
So I missed that one. Yeah, I missed
Mhm.
that.
Well, we all seen the one that happened today.
I know
And
that's
Lemon started that panel up so quick, and I was like, "Hold the fuck!" What? Somebody hit me up, said, "Oh, Bri, they about to go at it over what's going on? They arguing, they fighting over there on Lemons." So I go over Lemons, and I had the red ball. All of y'all was ahead of me because I was working, so I had to red ball it back, and I'm like, "Well, I'll be damned."
you
They
know,
really beefing.
I'm sorry.
Go
One
ahead,
of
baby.
the things she did say on Grish on Nessa's panel, she said she breathes to be nice and kind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to her, to her with, in their relationship, whatever that was, as far as doxing or not doxing or whatever. And she said that she slowly watched Bree change and that she's a mean girl now, that she's very mean,
A lot of people have
um,
said that. Yep.
yeah, inconsiderate now, and treacherous.
Mm-hmm.
And someone did ask her, Ness was reading some questions from the chat. I don't remember the question, but Grish's answer was, um, she's worse than I am. As far
I
as
got that. I heard that too.
she's more diabolical. She
Mm-hmm.
likes to do things and hide her hands. And that
Mm-hmm.
Brie is just she's very good at doing things. And it's almost like she said, and not so much hide also hiding her hands, but
Yeah, throwing
she
rocks and hiding her hands. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and that well basically she's diabolical, that she's very sneaky, and people think that Grish is bad about doxing. She said Bree's very much worse. Way
I
worse.
heard that, and but we've been
Yeah.
hearing this for a long time, and even I know a lot of people don't care for QI, but even QI got up there and said, "I've been telling y'all asses
She
for a
did.
long time
She
that
did.
Bree be doing shit behind the scenes, and she always be trying to keep her hands clean when they're not." So for Grish to come out and say something like this, and we all know what Grish has done in the past for the sake of that, you know,
Yeah.
group of people. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, you can believe it or you cannot believe it. But a lot of people do like feel like Bri, did y'all see what Bri posted on her page?
Neither
Somebody had,
do all know.
let
Uh-uh.
me post it. Somebody had made a post. Let me put it up here for us.
Okay.
And what's up, Jessnet? How you doing? Hey, Tamika. Hey, Cole Red. How y'all doing? I'm gonna read y'all comments in a minute. Hey, Ronnie Kubu, Ronnie Q. Y'all can hit the panel if you like. But this person, I don't know who it is. I don't know if they're a real person. I don't know if they're a troll. But this was such a coincidence that this post was made a few hours ago, and then Grish is up here going back and forth with Bri, literally saying this same thing in this post. And it says, Brianna, you have become very successful on YouTube in the past year. If you don't change your attitude, you're going to end up like Fi. She came out here speaking exactly the way you are when she became successful. And now look at her. She was warned, and we know she was warned by Johnny Mack. At least that was one of the people who warned her. This person went on to say she needed to humble herself before God humbled her, and he did. I don't want to see that happen to you. But if you continue on your path, you're going to be just like her. Not trying to be shady or come at you wrong. I'm not coming to you on some slick shit. I'm actually telling you because I like you. This was
Hmm.
literally hours before when Bri made her live or did her live.
Mm-hmm.
This was one of the main things she was speaking about. And she was saying how, how are you going to tell me I need to humble myself? You don't know my relationship with God. Are you of God? Is this a God sector? Bri was saying, what do you mean? I just became successful the past year. She was like, I've been successful on here ever since I got my first YouTube check. I've been successful on here. I ain't missed a check yet. So basically what Bri was trying to say is like, you're full of shit. Like, and she's also said that people on here just want her to do what they want her to do and want her to be who they want her to be. And I don't take the post as that, but ain't that a coincidence though? And then Grish gets on here panel to panel, basically saying the same thing, that Brianna used to be this and now she's this. And
I think that, to be honest, a lot of people, and I hate to say a lot of people, but it's the beef sector. There's hundreds of people, so you kind of have to, because I'm not going to remember every single person in every single chat that has made mention of this or in every different commentary. But uh, people in the beef sector feel that way, and but Bree says that she's been in counseling, she's changed her ways. She used to let people kind of not walk all over top of her, but she used to be very, very, very forgiving and would give people, you know what I'm saying? Like, she used Kimmy as an example. You know how you're very forgiving, people say things or do things, and you know, just let it slide by, let it pass over. And basically, and I think she was really kind of referencing, this her little own personal mod gate and what's going on with this whole situation. And she's just saying she's not doing that anymore. And she said that she finds it very interesting that am I talking too much? She finds it all very
no,
interesting.
go ahead. Please
Okay.
keep going.
Okay. And she said, but after she said that, I'm paraphrasing. She said that, she's no longer going to be that way. She's given people boundaries, her specific, and that's the word she used. She's redefined her boundaries on, interpersonal relationships. And she says that she finds it weird that since she's changed the boundaries on her personal boundaries, how people is they're now saying she's changed and she's a mean girl, and she feels it's just because she doesn't let people, I'm paraphrasing, run over the top of her any longer. And she's
Mhm.
she's fine with changing her boundaries, and people are just gonna have to get used to it. I'll mute. I'm
Yeah,
not.
the thing is, way,
Mhm.
way, way, way before recent incidences or situations, a lot of
Mhm.
people have been voicing the same thing about
Yes.
her.
Yes.
Now, I'm no one to come on here and tell people how to act. I give my commentary on what I see and what I hear.
Right.
And she knows it though. I mean, she knows what people say about her.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of people say a lot of negative things about Bri, from her weight to her not. They don't think she's working out enough. They think she's cheating to try to lose weight. They don't think she's really losing weight. I mean, people say all kind of things about Bri, and that's the thing. And it's the B sector. It's the
Right.
B sector. If you beefing with people, they gonna talk about you from the rooter to the tutor, from your head to toe, your house, your job, whatever. So she
Mhm.
knows. She's aware of all these things that people have been said about her. This is nothing new. I've been
Well,
hearing people say this shit for at least the past few years about her
I'm.
being this person that just, and that's why they compare her to 5'8". Or that's why this person is comparing her to 5'8", because a lot of the things that people are saying about her is the same shit that people was telling 5.
That's true. Now, but how do you feel and what do you think about? I wish Ronnie Q would come up here, but she's probably gone. What do you think about what she said about she used to have open, let's just say open boundaries. She would let people would mess over her. She'd let them. This is her words in a paraphrase. That she would, forgive them. She would let people do too much and she wouldn't say anything. And now that she's redefined her boundaries, what do and that people, because she's redefined her boundaries and she doesn't let people get away with the things she used to let them get away with, and she's treating people differently as far as her boundaries, they don't like it, and that's why people are saying that she's
Mm-hmm.
changed and she's a mean girl. What do you
Oh,
think
okay.
about that?
Okay.
What do
And
you think?
Ronnie Q says she's still in the clouds. Ronnie Q, if you can, hit the link. Coriel wants you to hit the link if you can. No pressure. Okay, she says she can't come up right now. So she'll maybe later if we're still here.
Okay.
But as far as the boundaries, I do I think what Bri is trying to say make a lot of
Mm-hmm.
sense if you are having people really, really trying to make you be who they want you to be on here. But see, the thing about it is a lot of things that go on her panel and people that she associate with, a lot of people don't like. Some people say something, some people don't. And I think it
Mm-hmm.
has a lot to do with these other sectors. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that they've been doing over the past few years, paying people, accepting money to get people dropped. I
Yeah.
mean, just all kind of different things that is going on. Having all these people over here and that from these different sectors, and a lot of them are disrespectful to people over here, especially women. So it's a
Yeah.
lot of things that's been going on that she has on her panel, but that's her panel. But at the same time, she feels like this is my panel. I can do what I want. She's been saying that for a long time. I think that's where she's also getting that boundaries from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not just
Hold.
from as Grish was saying, throwing people away or things like that. Because I don't know who all Grish is referring to as far
I
as throwing
think she
people
might be
away.
talking about this mod situation in Yaya
Yeah,
because
but
when she
I think Grish meant more than that though, because just the way she
herself
was saying it, like you throwing people
herself
away, and Bree was like, name them all, name them all. And she was
right.
like, I don't want to say their names. I don't want to say their names, stuff like that. So I don't know who's all she referring to. It could be
I
some
don't
people in the background that we don't even know about.
maybe, but I took it personally as her talking about Grish, talking about herself, talking about the mods that just and Yaya,
Mm-hmm. She did get rid of her
because
eyes, yeah.
yeah, and I'm only mentioning Yaya because I believe Grish mentioned her on Nessa's panel. How because the things she was saying on Lemons, she was kind of saying a lot of that on Nessa's panel, except for Grish was, I mean, Brianna wasn't there to go back and forth with, but those are the same things she kind of brought up. Can you give me a minute? My brother is in my
Sure,
dad's room trying to
sure,
sleep, and I'm gonna go on the balcony. Hold
sure,
on.
sure. No problem, no problem.
Sorry.
That's okay. And what's up, Ben Sticker? How you doing? How you doing? Let me read some of your comments. Let me see. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? Okay, JustNet said, "What's up, JustNet? I don't believe God has anything to do with this shit that's going on down here." You probably right. You probably right. Mm-hmm. You said I don't watch. I don't usually watch Nest either. They do be having some long ass lives. I mean, Lemon just had like a 9 hour live, or that shit was long as hell. I he and he be over there sleeping, drinking, and sleeping,
Okay.
nodding and stuff. I'm like, dude, Lemon, how do you work when you be on live all night? I don't see how they do it.
Yeah, he said those edibles. Hold on, he was getting them out. Hold on.
I ain't never had no edible, but anywho. But what's up, a view is a view. And
Okay,
again,
good.
anybody can hit the link if you want. The link is pinned at the top.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back.
That's okay.
Okay. Let
That's
me know
okay.
if the wind. Let me know if the wind is blowing and you can hear it in the microphone.
Okay, no
Okay.
problem.
All
No
right. I'm
problem.
sorry.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
But a view said Team Edibles.
Yes, Team Edibles. Yes. Too
Child,
bad I
child,
couldn't get.
child.
I was trying hard, girl, to figure out a way to carry him on that plane, but I was too chicken. I was too chicken.
Well, what's it call it? S. Hutchinson Shelley had told us how to do that a while ago. You might want to look up her video.
Maybe I will.
She
'Cause
sure did. That was probably
maybe I
like a year or
will.
two ago, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep,
But
yep. But
I
oh, go
just
ahead, go ahead.
I just feel like Grish is hurt. I think that they had a bigger relationship. As I mean, all of them, that whole group had a bigger relationship than we even thought. I think it was all, they had it on IG. They might have had some personal telephone numbers given because one thing Grish also said, shoot, I forgot it that quick. Um, she said she was going through some heavy emotional thing. She said this on
Yep.
Ness's panel. I mean, yeah, and that Bri didn't even call to check on her, but Pizza. I'm not going to say call. She said checked on her. She said
Right.
Pizza, Yaya, and Nika did, and they brought her out of the funk, the headspace, the bad headspace she was in. And
hmm
she said Bree never called her one time. Is that what you heard too?
Yep, that's what I heard. And
Okay.
Grish also said that Yaya is the most solid one of them
She sure
all.
did.
Yep,
No
sure did.
surprise to me.
Yeah,
No
because
surprise to
that's
me.
all I've seen from Yaya. I never seen, and even after this shit with the damn chat, I mean, I don't even know Yaya that way, but
Hmm.
she just seems so solid to me.
She
Like, if I
is.
fuck with you, I fuck with you. And yeah, I'm in this group chat, but shit, so is a lot of motherfuckers. I'm in here I mean, to me, the group chat is just like, if you support KRN publicly, what's wrong with supporting him in his chat?
Which was a public chat.
And it was a public chat. So my
Until he had
thing
to
is, if
start.
you got an issue with me supporting this person,
Hmm.
I'm sure Bree probably knew that she was in his chat or liking his videos or talking about him or something like. I mean, if you're really cool with somebody, you pretty much know who they support, right?
Yeah, but I don't think
About
she
on
think.
YouTube.
I don't think she. I think the problem came because because I'm not a community wall person. I'm more of a live chat reader and get in my life. I'm trying to do better because you tell me to do better, but content creators, you guys are community wall readers, and that's where it
Mhm.
goes down a lot.
It
And
does.
so I think everyone knew that he had an open chat group, but I think that people were surprised to know that he had wheedled it down and closed it off, and you had to get. This is what I don't understand. Did you still have to get acceptance? Did he still have to accept you to get in the open one? Or was it just when he wheedled it down to 30 people
I
and
don't
got rid of
know.
and kicked TMO out? Is that when you had to be accepted by him? I don't know, but
I don't know
mm.
either. But what's up, a view is a view?
A view is that's so
Hey, baby.
pretty.
She
Hey
always
y'all, how y'all doing?
It's
always
so
throwing something
pretty.
so beautiful.
It's so pretty, pretty,
I have been
pretty.
coloring on this page for so long, and I'm really liking how I've done it. I'm learning every time I pick up a pen or a pencil or crayon. I try to learn I try to grow with it. But this page, it's a double page spread. I'm really liking how I'm getting into blending the colors and stuff like that. But
It's
anyway, thank
beautiful.
y'all. Thank
Hmm.
y'all.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. And let me read these comments real quick. Then I'm gonna let
Yeah, go
a few
ahead.
time in, okay, babes?
Yes,
Okay.
Okay,
babe.
so Grace Blood said, but ODS was also in the group chat. She don't think ODS won't leak info in the group chat when they go to Jamaica. Madam Scorpio said, Ronnie Q, you said all along that Nina wasn't black. And Ronnie Q said, I was invited, so I don't know how that works. And she's talking about the chat. And then Ronnie Q also said, I like that a view is a view. And then Melissa said, oh, this was to Corio. She said, Corio, I just realized your voice is better. Yay!
Yay! It'll never be the same. It'll never be the same, but it's a lot better. Thank you. I'm happy.
Yes, yeah, she sounds awesome. But yeah, so what do you got to say about this? Oh, hold on. Let me say this real quick. Then View got the flow. She also said, as far as Grish, she also said that, did I hear this right? Now, this is no shade. I'm just doing commentary, right? Because we all that had some fucked up credit before, and some of us still do. Okay. But Grish also said that Brianna is in debt and said Pisa was a felon or has felonies. Did we hear that right?
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna stop laughing.
Go ahead, View.
I thought the felon was
for me for bills, especially that college loan. So that's why I said I ain't shading nobody with bill collectors.
Well, we all have bills and we all are in debt. I mean, basically, unless you got a little bit of coins over there, because I've just signed up for 3 cruises, so I'm in debt for 3 cruises. Okay, I'm almost finished paying for 1, but anyway, you have to have debt. So that was interesting to note. It must be something severe. But anyway, for Grish to say something like that. Now I'm gonna tell you, I have been waiting for this day to happen, and I already knew was going to happen because I don't know. I just have that hindsight. It took a long time for this day to come to break up that whole shit they got going on over there. But I am totally enjoying how it is being played out. Miss Fateston broke out, and people mad. Why they mad? Miss Fates is a strong, independent woman, and she's been sitting up under them bitches for a long time. But that she was under them because that's where she was comfortable with, and that's where she wanted to be. You don't be any place that you don't want to be.
Right.
But I do think that they used her a lot as a pawn, and so now they're fighting over her and fighting over other people. I don't even this mod stick thing. Like that's why I don't even want one. Because I don't want people to feel that you own me. Like I'm a mod for you, and I got to be loyal to every dysfunctional fuck shit commentary that you put up and that you post and people that you support. I don't think so. That's why I go wherever the hell I want to go. And if you all notice the beefs that I got in, it was because I never wanted to sit down totally with whatever group or whatever person that was associated with me. And then when I got sick of them, I just broke off. And then it was always a little ruffle, scratch, and then you just fucking move on. So I think that's what's going on right now with the ladies. Did we just go back? Somebody else coming up?
I hear you.
Oh, okay. She didn't put a little welcome to New York scene.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just got the banner up because we got somebody coming on the panel.
That's what I thought. So I just think, it's a time for change.
One second, babe. Remix?
Okay, baby.
We got a remix? Are you on mute, remix?
Oh, Lord. I think I know.
I don't know. I heard remix. I heard Brianna mention remix or somebody.
Yeah, it's one of those Umar people.
Oh, okay. Well, they're not saying nothing, so maybe they can come back later.
So yeah, I do agree with you, Jessnet. 80% of us are in debt. You have to have debt to build your credit. So at some point, you got to get something. You got to extend yourself out there to get into debt. Now, if you pay your bills correctly, you should be earning good credit. But if you don't, then it'll be in the negative. But that all depends on also whether you can pay your bills, because sitting on here on the YouTube, I don't think it's extremely lucrative. I don't know how people do it. 8, 9, 10, 12 hours. They don't work. They get fucking EBT card, food stamps and shit. I wish I can. No, let me not put that out in the universe, because I've always been able to make a way, regardless of what people seem to think or whatever. But so debt is something normal. So that wasn't a bad thing to say.
Right,
Now,
right.
yeah. So we don't need to focus on that. But I'm just enjoying watching everything that's being played out.
And like Just Net said in the chat, Just Net said 80% of Americans are in some type of debt. And again, I got people calling my house. Sure, I'll be like, me no speak no English. Me no speak.
You know what?
I just paid
I
that
hang up on them people.
hospital bill
All these
today.
goddamn hospital co-pays and shit. You think all these they ain't
I
getting
just
paid?
paid
They
a
get paid
hospital
when I
bill
feel like
today.
it. Right, and
I
I'm retired
literally
now.
just
So
called the hospital today to make some
I
payments.
got to move my money around. Shit, you get your $20 or 30, or because you didn't submit my paperwork. Now all of a sudden you're gonna send me a bill for $4,000 for a test. Like really, I got insurance. So sometimes things don't work out just right, and so then you just work it out on the back end. You know, you like, here's my insurance
Right.
card. I show my coverage date. So go ahead and wipe that bill off, and then they do that. But you got a copay. Well, tell me how much that is and stuff. But things happen. So, but medical debt is a lot different than
And
you
it
going out
is.
to get credit cards and get buying cars and not paying them off, and
Right.
or foreclosure debt. You know, that's a whole different thing. So I really shouldn't have bought up medical stuff because that's different. Because I don't even know how much that Ozempic shit is. Anyway, shut up.
What?
Shut up.
Oh, Lord. You know what?
How you paying $1,800 for one shot? Really, girl? You don't even work.
She said
Anyway.
she said she has great insurance. She
How
said
you have
that.
great insurance with no job?
Who says she doesn't have a job
Who
today?
ain't
Never
got
mind.
no job?
I ain't getting into it. Never mind. It's
Well,
allegedly.
Go
I'm
ahead.
just
Go ahead.
going by her earlier,
It's allegedly.
her live earlier today. She called it her lunch break live.
And anybody can put that type title in there. I can put. I'm in a
That's
damn
true.
penthouse in DC right
You
now. And
know
type.
what?
If
But
y'all
then
gonna
she
believe,
said
y'all
that
gonna believe because y'all saw me in my penthouse in DC. Okay, that's my receipt.
I
Oh my,
can't.
where's her
But
receipt?
didn't she say that Grish didn't have a job and that Grish was the one who got fired from her job? So did we hear did we hear it right?
It was
I
a whole
don't
lot
know
of
if I
things.
heard that. I don't know
But
if
you
I
know, I
heard that.
did hear about the firing and the job and stuff. But you know, it's like a big old mess when they
Okay.
start getting into these arguments and blah 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 blah. Like the whole Krista and TC thing. When that was all up into the things, we really didn't know what Krista was saying about the other lady. And I really don't like it when people bring that kind of stuff up and you get mad. So basically, Brianna and Grish and everybody else, they having a goddamn mad day. I was the only people that I wish that didn't have the mad day on here was Krista and TC. But you know, it is what it is. It's goddamn content, and so just gonna watch and let the shit play out. But yeah, we did hear a mishmash of firing and calling the jobs. I heard it too. The self,
Okay.
the
So I
cooking,
missed
the
that
cake
part.
lady. What the hell? I'm gonna change your damn name.
The cake lady, the
Who
hood
me?
table.
That's what they call me. That's what they call me in my city, cake lady.
You know, at one
Yeah.
point I was gonna start calling her sweets.
Oh,
But I was
sweet.
like,
Ooh.
I
Ooh,
didn't.
what's
that's an
up,
old
sweet?
nasty old brown liquor name. Okay.
That is
Yes,
cute. That is
girl.
cute. And I'm gonna
Like,
be booked and busy over the
Okay.
next month because of
oh yeah,
graduations,
because of
by the way. So if y'all don't
Oh
see
graduation.
me
yeah,
a
you're gonna
lot,
be good.
it's because
Yeah.
of
Yes.
graduation parties. I got a lot of orders already
I'm
Yeah. And
still
you
lined
gonna
up.
make such
beg
a
for
great
that lemon
product.
cake to be shipped. But so
Yeah.
maybe that's what she meant by when she said at some point she was so down that she just was so depressed, and that Lady Nika, Yaya, and Pizza were seeing about her, which leads me to my next point is that they were all talking on IG. That's the only way they could, you know what I'm saying? They were all behind the
Yep.
scenes talking on IG. So if they were taking the time to do all that, were they at, I don't know. It just,
Yeah, she did say she had to kick Bri off her IG after she was blocked because she feels
yeah,
like it was Bri, even though Bri said it had to be QB.
yeah. But
But you know,
I'm, go ahead. I'm
the
sorry.
thing that I was very disappointed in that we had to see a whole goddamn full mouth. We already sit there and look at this bitch with her goddamn big ass nostrils. But did y'all see her on the live
I'm
today?
going on
She
mute.
opened her. You go on mute, baby.
Now
You go
y'all
on
know
mute.
what Bri get mad. She flare up, child. The
And
nose,
then
everything. She
the
be
nose was wide, both nostrils was wide, the eyes was big and wide, and that goddamn mouth we could see all the way back to the what is it called? The laka laka. What's that thing swinging in the back of the throat? I couldn't even see hers. Hers on motherfucker swole. Yeah, let me sit down. Hold on.
Let me
I'm
let
not. I'm
you,
not fucking with you today.
can I just say one thing, Brianna? I'm so sorry. I'm just repeating what was in the chat. Why did somebody named She Lovely or something? She said, "Is one of Brianna's eyes cocked?" I just noticed that, and I
People
was
been saying
like,
that forever.
She been
and I
cockeyed
was,
for years now. Listen here, lady. Don't you
yeah,
don't like you ain't never
I've,
seen her goddamn cockeyes. They done did a goddamn photo of me with my goddamn cockeye, but they edited it or whatever, like they made the eye all the way over to the left or leaning to the right. But Brianna been cockeyed as fuck. And every time you say about cockeyed, she get fucking mad. Them
she
nose
gets
flares.
mad,
I ain't
but
cockeyed.
I
Oh, I
think.
ain't your daddy, and I ain't cockeyed.
Hey,
I
Madam
just
Scorpio. Madam said, "Is that why Bree begging so hard because of debt?" I don't know, child. Like I said,
no, I think she's begging so hard because they have that Jamaica trip coming up.
oh
You know, she's
yeah,
probably got stuff to buy, and you want to have spending money to do stuff when you're there, and you want to be able to pay your bills while you're gone. You don't want
yeah.
to. Let me shut up. Let me go on
I'm
mute and
going to
shut
Hey,
up.
what's
Jamaica.
up, Ken Nola? Hey, Ken, how you doing? You know, one thing I heard Grish say. She said, hold up. She said, out of okay, now I want to revert back to VS, and y'all know I rocks with the VS. I know some of y'all don't, but I just gotta say this. VS has always said that a lot of stuff that was done through her was delivered to her. So that still might not have made the shit right. That might have been done, but just saying. And then for Grish to say that Bri, out of the people, everybody on here in the B sector, she's the dirtiest one.
She did
And she
say
said
that.
the only reason why she fuck with her is because she know how dirty she is. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what all do y'all be fucking doing behind the scenes? Like people can be on here talking about I don't be behind the scenes, I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't dox, I don't do this, but then it's like people keep making these allegations against you.
And it's the same common allegation through the years. 5 years. I've heard the same thing off and on for 5 years. She's a doxer. Because Kwani said that Bree doxed her on her panel. Bree sat up there and was reading her information off. I don't remember that, but it was done
Well,
within
who
the
was it
last
that
few
said,
years.
oh, I'm sorry, babes.
Oh
Who
no,
was
no,
it
no,
that
go
said
ahead.
that Bree doxed through her job, through the bank? Was
I
that
heard
Kimmy
that,
or
but
was
I
that
don't know.
somebody else? I don't want
I
to
It
say
was
it
don't.
was
Kimmy, but
Kimmy
it
if
was
it
a
was.
lot of other people too. It was a lot of people that have said that.
And I've been hearing that for a long time too. So I
And
mean,
And as far as VS, I'm not a enemy or anything. There's just certain people that are on here that we stay on your side of the street, I stay on my side of the street. There's a lot of people I don't really interact with, but I'm not an enemy or anything like that. So I think people
Mhm.
think that I am. I just don't.
Mhm.
Sometimes you just don't have to interact with people.
right.
Everybody. It's not. It doesn't even have to anything to do with
Everybody's
liking.
not for you. Just like there's a lot of
Yeah.
people on here that I don't fuck with, and I'm not enemies with them. I just don't
Mhm.
No,
fuck with them.
leave it
I don't.
alone.
Mhm.
So that's
Mhm.
that's where I stand with her and a lot of other people. So it seems to work because we've not really bumped heads except for that one time where goddamn Bless Walkers did an imitation of me and that motherfucking Mess
Oh
Express
yeah,
shit.
I
I'm
remember.
still
Yeah.
pissed about that shit because that motherfucking Bless Walker with that goddamn wobbly ass motherfucking wig. Fuck her.
Yes.
You could have picked a better person to imitate me.
I
That's why
remember
I'm
that
mad.
too. I
You could
remember
have picked
that too.
somebody else.
You
Why
know
you
what?
pick that wobbly head ass bitch to be me? I ain't like that, so I'm mad at that shit. Okay, let me
I
shut up.
remember that. I remember that. And somebody said she's begging for all that money for those 3 plane seats. Ooh, y'all is wrong.
Oh my
See
goodness.
right
Y'all know
there.
Brianna don't need those
I'm
three.
going to Jamaica. Oh, I'm going. Did you
You
know I'm
cannot
going the
rent
same
three
time they
plane seats.
going? I'm going the same time they going.
Are you going? But you're going to be on a cruise, right?
Well, I'm going. No, I've got cruises and something else. I'm going. Child, I'm doing a whole lot, but I'm going to be in Jamaica during that time period. I'm not going with anybody but myself.
Oh,
I
and you
don't
know
need no
what?
goddamn. And I got
Right.
cameras, hero cameras, and everything. Zoom in, everything. I'm going to Jamaica. I will be there, and I will have 4 bikinis ready to line up. Okay.
Well, you have a
Wow,
bikini
Clay
body.
Maria said he gonna be on a cruise too around that time.
Yeah, King Roman said that too.
Now,
And the people that's
wonder if
going up
you end
there,
up.
they
Wonder if you
already
end up.
got their tickets and hotel room paid for. So how about that? So
Well,
everybody gonna be
wonder if
in
you.
goddamn Jamaica.
Are you going to be at the same resort? Do you know?
Yeah, I know where I'm gonna be at.
No, I
I'm
mean, are
not
you
gonna
going? Is
say
it going to
because
be? Is it going to be at Brianna's or King Roman's?
hello, are you hello?
What?
Hello?
He said, "Don't be
What,
trying to dox me. Don't be trying."
what I say I'm gonna be there. That's all you need to know, boo.
Ah, she
Okay.
said, "Don't be
I'm
trying
gonna
to
be
do
there.
Corio, are you a doxer?
Girl,
Are you a doxer, Corio?
No,
I would like to tap your
I'm
little
just,
leg.
I'm just used to talking to a viewers of you
I know,
like
baby.
that. So I just
Yeah,
lost myself. I'm sorry.
it's okay,
I'm
but that
sorry.
was funny as fuck. She told me something. What you gonna be there? I'm like, girl, I'm being
And
so
look,
fuck.
I kept asking too. I wanted that answer, didn't
You
I?
sure did. You
Okay.
ain't asked one, two, and three. I said, well, the first time I ain't answered, I think she would get the hint. No, she gonna answer the second time. I was like, well, I still ignored it. But then she was quite adamant and answered the
She
third
like
time. I
three
was like,
times
okay,
a
let me go
charm.
ahead and check her. Right.
Oh, three
Okay.
times a charm, huh, Corios? I'm
Three
gonna get
times a
that answer.
charm. So
Everybody gonna be in goddamn Jamaica. How about that?
yeah, except for me and Hood Table. But
But did
we
y'all
will
take
be
it? Oh, I'm
but
sorry, babes. Go
the
ahead. Go ahead.
the Hood Table will be sitting here waiting for receipts and or stories and or pictures. Okay.
Okay, I
That's
got you with that.
right.
I
That's
got it. I got you on that part.
But did
Girl,
y'all
if
take it that King Roman News might be there though?
I said that just
no.
now. He
No,
already confirmed it.
but
They're
he didn't
going to
say where. He just said
right.
during
Just like
July
he
with
gonna
the
do a
women.
Jay Wilson. He gonna do a Sean Bradley on Jay Wilson on the goddamn cruise. Okay.
Lord, the way he was stressing it, like, yeah, in July, yeah, we already got our shit. I was like,
And
damn, is this about to be
and
another invasion?
I don't
Mm-hmm.
think so. I don't well,
Look,
I
right,
mean,
Tamika. Yeah, I'm gonna get eaten up. Okay.
I don't know. That would be very interesting, but I doubt it because he and Bree do not get along. But
No, that's why he gonna go.
they were
Hello.
faking, but at least they were faking it at the time. It seems like they might have scheduled the trips because
Oh, I
remember they
think
were faking it for a while after
they're
he
gonna be
found
there,
out.
my dear. They're gonna be
Yeah,
there,
after he
This
found
gonna
out
be
that
good.
I
and I'm gonna be
know.
there too. I'm gonna be there on
Okay,
the other side.
you
Ooh,
are the mole. Okay,
Well, I'm gonna need some people to pay for me to be mole shit, but I'm gonna be there. I sure am. I already
you
just
gonna
planned.
want to do that mole shit. Okay.
I ain't gonna be like that. What's that lady? The ugly lady with her husband. What's her?
Oh Lord
The
Jesus,
Kelly people. I ain't
Erica,
gonna be like the
Erica
Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna be doing that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have my
you
little
are
vacation.
the mole.
No,
Now, do you? But
I
wait,
need to do an Erica Kelly.
yeah.
she
Do you
slid right up
understand?
in that motherfucker, did she?
Hey, that's what
Did
I need
you?
to do. I need to do an Erica
Right,
Kelly. And let me read
right,
some of these comments, y'all.
right.
Grace
Do you
Blood said,
understand the assignment?
yes. And
Okay.
Grace Blood said, I remember VS said she didn't feel comfortable with her working at the same bank she banks with. I
She
remember
did say
that.
that. I
Yep,
remember
she
that.
sure did say that, and she
Mm-hmm.
said it with her throat too. She said, "I don't really feel
Yep.
comfortable with you put it at the same bank." She said that shit. She dragged goddamn Brianna that day, and Brianna was like, okay, whatever."
Yep. And Grace Blood also said, if Sean and Club Chat going, that would be the ultimate gag. Child.
That would be the ultimate gag, but I don't think he feels that way like he does about Jay Wilson.
It's
You
a
know,
vacation. They planned it. They got points. Why not?
yeah,
It's fun. It's
yeah, that's
YouTube.
true.
It's a click in the view.
I
Come
think it
on,
would, yeah, I
it's gonna
think it
happen.
would upset her.
Who cares? What the fuck upset that bitch? Who gives a fuck? Nobody.
Yeah,
Okay,
because she
well,
showed in like his recent commentary that he had to say about her.
I have to watch that. See, he's not on my will. Well, I never, since I've been here, he's never been anyone I watch, not for any particular reason. I think it's just that there was so much other stuff to watch that I never got to him, but they said that he gave great. I think King Roman News said he gave great commentary on
He
that.
did. I watched
Hmm.
Sean Bradley's video, and it was some good commentary
Hmm.
along with Chocolate Bay. They both was on point.
Yeah, because Chocolate Bay was a member of the group, right?
Yep, and he said the reason why he left the group was because he said he wasn't dropping down a lot. But he did remember how he said TMO was always in there stirring up a lot of shit.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
PMO lady is a messy ass bitch. I really find her extreme to be extremely messy. Unlike some regular messy folks, she just takes that messiness up to a whole different goddamn level. Well, I know why she's messy because now I do study people and I see that she has a whole lot of issues. She really does. And the fact that I think she gets on here for the engagement because she probably doesn't get that in her personal life, so she finds whatever little bit of engagement here. So she demands people to say, well, why did I have that? Why am I not here? And this and that. And then the way that she just latched on to then the King Roman. And I'm like, girl, I would have not even latched on to King Roman because he look like he don't play that shit. He would be
He
nice for
do.
me.
He do look
What?
like he don't play that shit, and she was all over him. Like he was
Right.
like, man, he hated dropping down in her chat because it was always
Right.
King, King.
Mhm. Right. And you teach people how to treat you. And I guess he just motherfucker said he trying to be nice and shit, because everybody trying to go to channels and numbers and stuff. And he probably saw that she was a poor, pathetic, sympathetic ass motherfucking ugly doll baby looking bitch that always want people to talk
Oh
about her skin
Lord.
tone, which is not necessary. Nobody needs to always talk about skin tone. Well, good morning. I'm black. Good morning. I'm light skinned. Good morning. I'm red. Who does that? Nobody really cares about your skin tone and stuff. We just glad that we waking up in the morning. Really? Okay, how about
I
that?
am. I
Yeah.
actually have no problem with her skin color. Never did. I think it's beautiful. It's all the surrounding stuff that I had a problem with. Her,
Like
you
what? Her
know,
eyeball?
well, yeah, yeah,
Well, you didn't
that's
know
one.
what she was focusing in on while you was reading the
Yeah,
commentary.
it's the
Okay.
way she talks. It was very hard for me as with my hearing and what I absorb. It was very hard to understand her. It was irritating because I'm a listener for the most part, and it was very irritating. I did. She's needy. She jumps off the gun. She goes from 0 to 100. I go from 0 to 100, but her 0 to 100 had a weirdness along with it, and I just didn't like the way she was just complaining all the time, and she even clout chased off the subscribers. Let me explain. Now, if you were from Pettyville, the Den, or an Intel, when you entered her lives, she would speak to all of them. And a lot of times it was the most popular subbies from those places. And after the second or third time, she skipped over my name. I was just like, okay, forget it. Because I was a pieces at the time. And, her and Tracy did not get along. So she probably didn't know who I was. Or she probably, because she's very petty. So she probably didn't like me because of it. And after like the third time, I was good on that. So she's just very petty and she's always looking for the next step up, and that's probably why she didn't have any success. You know.
Well, as far
Yeah.
as what Grish had to say about her, he said she better leave him the fuck alone. She don't want no
Mhm.
issues with him. She was like, talking
Grish is
about
a
she
woman.
uh ain't that what I said? She
You say him. You'll start the sentence off with
Oh,
she,
sorry.
but it's okay. I think it's funny. Go ahead.
Sorry,
Oh,
Grit said, Trish, I'm about to say Trish. TMO don't want no problems with her, and also said she needs to go help her husband out with his situations. And she mentioned something. Toriel, don't start. She mentioned something about how she engaged one day and the next day got married, and she can't find any records, any court records. And I was like, "Ooh, Grish, you just be telling on yourself." Like, I mean, a lot of us are familiar with her, but she'll just tell you, "I couldn't find it." So you really married, bitch?
Okay,
That's
let me
what I
tell you
took
this.
away from that.
Let me tell you this about what I know about Grish, and one reason why I do like Grish. I worked with Grish when when Big Man came up and tried to get his 1K, and so actually Big Man had Grish help him in the beginning, and then somehow I joined in also. So it was like all three of us were working together to get Big Man to his 1K, of which we did very successfully. But in
Mm-hmm.
the end of it, I think Big Man had got a little big head, and then I think he might have said something, and then so Grish and Big Man kind of fell out a little bit. But I'm going to tell you,
Mm-hmm.
initially today, I did hear that that Dimples person, child. Oh my God, that Dimples person was saying on the live that, oh yeah, Grish and we were good in the beginning and all that kind of stuff, but I already saw through the motherfucking fake shit because that Dimples lady, she ended up cussing me out and calling me a bitch, and I'm like, I don't even know you, sir, ma'am. I'm gonna call her a sir, ma'am, okay? So she was over there just trying to act like, oh yeah, well, we've been friends for a long time and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think Grish really saw too much for that Dimples lady. I'm just saying, in my opinion, because I never really did either. I really didn't. But I do like I do enjoy Grish. I really do. I know he was always over there with, I mean, she. See, there is a way that sometimes you go he and she, but I don't think Grish minds. So Grish understands.
No,
But
she did. She corrected
yeah,
Dimples this evening
yeah, and that's
on a
good to do
lemon.
that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
What did she call Dimples Joseph?
huh?
And
Did she call
she
Dimples Joseph?
yes, and then he worked
Yeah,
at she worked at Purina. Go
Yeah,
ahead, I'm
Purina
mute.
dog
yes,
food
he
and
did.
all that. Child.
Yeah, so Grish, what she does is she drops a little bits of the morsels, okay? But I want to say, little fucking Dimples and shit. You're a messy ass bitch, and I don't really care for you at all, and I don't give a fuck because you don't have anything really leg to stand on. You really don't. You're a messy little bitch, and every time we turn around, you get on here all loud and shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? There's something really seriously wrong with you.
Oh
So
no.
anyway, I noticed that while we were trying to get Big Man to his 1K, that she created a little drama with that, and then especially her calling me a bitch. But if I'm a bitch, that's whatever. But girl, I don't even know you. I hate when people get on here that don't even know you, end up cussing you out. I'd be like, well, who the fuck are you? Like, I would rather cuss somebody out that I fucking know and that they know me. Like that would mean some merit than to cuss somebody out that don't even know who the fuck you are. That sounds dumb. But anyway, fuck Dimples, fuck you, Dimples, and I'm living for every day and moment that goddamn Miss Grish drags your motherfucking monkey looking ass. Okay.
Well, you know what? A view Tamika said in the chat, you're going down there to get swallowed up by those fine ass men.
And good. I
Mm.
need
Yeah.
to. Because I don't even know. Well, hold on.
Are you
We
gonna
gonna
go down there and be Stella? You gonna
I'm
Ah,
take
going
care of that?
yeah.
no, I gotta have a ring on my finger. You're not just gonna I'm not just gonna come
Just to
down there and
get a
open my
little
legs and
piece?
listen. No, huh?
Just to get a little piece, you gotta have a
No,
ring to
I
get it.
want this all gonna be all good for whenever I do walk across, jump the broom and shit. I didn't
Girl,
wait
you
too
better
long.
get you a little something, something.
No, it
Nobody
ain't.
has to know.
No, you could now you
Girl.
ought to be cut me caught up getting some goddamn venereal disease and shit that I
Well,
can't get rid of. No, ma'am.
Oh
what
Lord.
about
Uh-uh.
what about
Going
drawing?
in there talking. I can fucking DC. The fuck? I ain't got to go to Jamaica.
What about drawing some portraits of somebody down there on the beach?
Yeah, I do plan on doing some artistic things. So yeah,
Uh
yeah.
huh. Uh huh.
And I know how to draw a wick. Okay, I know what a wick look like. I ain't seen one in a long time, but bitch, yeah, it's like
Mm-mm.
falling off a goddamn bicycle, bitch. I know how to ride. I know how to pedal. No, anyway, I'm just being funny.
Yeah. Well, Grace Blood said ODS gave KRN the itinerary. Hold up. ODS.
The itinerary to
Oh,
set the summer off. Yeah, they've already
oh,
had
for a
that
brief
conversation.
trip.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh,
they were
So
kind of,
wow.
yeah, because remember, once he found out that, remember, he came out and said that he found out that Bree, TRX, and uh, Dimples did not dox him. He knows exactly who doxed him. He's not telling because of legal issues right now. But so they were playing nice, remember? And then she gave him the money to be in the fried chicken
Mm-hmm.
challenge, and so maybe he might have scheduled to go along with them.
And he said, "Ain't nobody going to that shit." He was like, "Who is really going to go to that Jamaican shit?"
Who
They're
said that?
going because they're gonna, and you know what? You know, you can book trips and stuff, and then if the you can go, and then you can still cancel the shit don't play out. But I'm going to New York. You're supposed to have the Tuberty Awards. I'm going to be up in New York, and I'm gonna be right there at the front of the venue, waiting to see her
Huh?
bringing her ass up in there.
Tubity?
Huh?
You
You mean what Deanna be doing?
No, not Tuberty. I
no.
didn't mean Tuberty. What do you
What
call
do
it? YouTube
she
Awards.
the
So she really
YouTubie
gonna have it this time?
girl?
What?
You know better.
No. She
She's
was
the
begging for all
mole.
that damn money. No, but I want to know, what if I just sent my money in? Where is it? I'm going to be there, to be right there at the door. Because
She's the
where the
mole.
venue is, it's one way in and one way out. So I'm going to
Oh
be there. I
hell
already
no,
have my
not in New
room.
York. Mm-mm,
Yeah, I got
mm-mm.
my room already set up. So I'm going to be
But
watching this.
I
Are
thought
you?
that happened. I thought that was supposed to happen like a 6 months or
Yeah,
a year ago.
No,
it's
it's this
coming up
this
now.
fallish winter,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Yeah,
And they're supposed
because
to be on the island and shit, girl.
girl,
Whatever.
girl,
I
let me
know,
tell you
right?
something. A view is
But
going to be the mole for the
I'm going to be the
YouTubie.
mole there too.
Yeah, you're going to be the YouTubie Awards mole and the Jamaica Trip mole.
I am.
Now, you
Mm-hmm.
understand the assignments. It's like Mission Impossible. This video will self destruct.
Right. Didn't I tell y'all when I came on here? I said I'm paying for three trips. Three trips. That's two, and then I'm going on a cruise.
Now, listen, are you going
That's
just for
three.
that, or were you just going to New York to have fun? And while you're there, you're going to see what
Oh no,
trip?
I'm going for that. No, I'm going for that. I'm going for that. I already got guests that I'm going to be meeting while I'm there, and y'all will know them once I'm there. Y'all will see. Yeah, I'm going for that because we're going for an event. We were YouTubers, and we were invited for an event that Trish has been saying that she's going to have for the last 6 years. So now she put dates and numbers and venues, and yeah, I'm going for that.
You do know that someone else in New York went to that venue and they said that it was under construction,
Well,
that
we
it was
already, you
getting
talking about the
rehabbed.
bitch with no teeth in front of her motherfucking mouth.
No, it was someone else.
I thought
Well,
that
we
was
already know.
uppity. That was uppity.
Yeah, well, we already know that it's not. Okay, first of all, do you really think I'm going to be thinking I'm going to an event that is going to happen? Okay, I need you to
I
understand
don't
that.
know. I'm kind of nervous, view.
No,
Well,
So
then where you gonna really gonna be then if it ain't really
I'm
gonna?
gonna be right there.
this
Okay,
is the
Oh, she's
thing
gonna.
is
Okay, I got you. I
that's
got
why I
you
you.
got
said
me.
she's the
I
mole.
got you.
I thought you would get me. I was like, I know I ain't got to break it down to y'all over here with the cake and the
Well,
flour
what
and the
you?
goddamn
I thought
frosting.
you were doing it, and then when you said I got a guest coming, I'm like, oh Lord, does she really think that they? What?
No, we're going. Me and my guest. I said guest. I put an S on
Hmm.
the end.
Oh,
We're gonna be waiting. We're gonna be
Basically, we're
there.
gonna have some commentary one way or the other.
Hello,
Okay.
somebody.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna be in Jamaica too for the same thing. I can go to Jamaica. The fuck ain't nobody tell me I can't go to Jamaica. I don't have to be on nobody's guest list and shit.
I
Jamaica, you
think
can
they're
go there.
going to. I
Uh,
think Bree said they're going to. Well, I ain't gonna say it. Well, I ain't gonna say it right now
You say
because
it because everybody else know it, and don't I can
I
say it.
think Bree and them are going to Ocho Rios. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
Yeah.
then child ain't nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump. But anyway, I'm also going on a cruise. There'll be my first
Mm-hmm.
cruise. I have another
Mm-hmm.
channel that I have set up to just do travel. So that one, I'm really setting up, and I'm just picked out everything that I want to do. Some snorkeling, some traveling around, and then actually there's a kitchen, a cooking thing for the authentic food. It's going to be really nice. So,
Oh,
but
that
I won't
does
talk
sound
about that.
nice.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that until actually I'm back from it, and then y'all will see the videos. But while I'm on it, yeah,
well, do
Now,
y'all
do
think Cruiser is going to Jamaica?
I
I
don't
don't know.
know. Does she get along with Brianna and them? I don't. I know she gets along with Yaya and
But see,
uh.
that's not a cruise. She's a,
Oh well,
That's
well, yeah, that isn't a cruise. You're right.
Oh
You're
yeah,
right.
they're flying
right.
straight
So
in.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she probably wouldn't go to that. Yeah.
yeah.
Hood table, do you want if she wants it, do you want you want me to drop the Hood Tables travel channel in the link so we can get mold stuff?
The Hood Table Travel Channel.
I mean the a view. I'm sorry.
Oh
Oh,
my! Oh, I haven't announced it yet because I actually have two channels. I have my channel with my health issue that I have, the sarcoidosis, and what to look out for and how I've got it and what the deal is.
Okay.
And then I have my travel channel. Once I get it going, give me about another month or two, and then I'm
Okay.
going to promote it. And then I'll definitely let you all know. So if you want to share it, you all be the first people that will share it. Yeah. So no, I got it. Thank you, but thank you so much for asking. But I don't want to fuck my shit up before because y'all know how these messy bitches are on here.
oh, don't we? Don't we? We saw what happened earlier. And Melissa
Girl,
said you need to write it off. A view, multiple streams of income.
mhm. Oh yeah, I already know. I've been an accountant for 35, 40 years, so I already know. Uh-huh. I
Yeah,
sure do.
she's a
I
numbers
got it all.
lady.
Yeah, I got it.
Hmm.
Numbers.
Yeah. Send
Hmm.
me the numbers.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I'm good, but thank you. Because
Hmm.
right now I'm crossing items off of my bucket list, so I'm actually being very serious and methodical about what I'm doing and what I can share for to other people. Because
Mhm.
planning a cruise, especially if you have a family, I've never gone on one before. I could have gone on one a long time ago, especially when they have deals and things like that. A lot of people don't know that you can prepay and pay into it, and they have deals, especially if you book early, if you have kids and things like that. I don't normally talk about kids because I don't have any, and I don't really like it when y'all get on here and talk about kids because y'all just fuck everything up. But for family groups and travel and stuff like that, everybody needs to have a vacation, regardless if it's a staycation in the city that you're in or
Hmm.
a neighboring city. You do need to
Hmm.
have some time to go somewhere, even if it's for a weekend or a week, just
Hmm.
to just not do anything. It just
Hmm.
really helps your body, your mind, and your spirit, and it helps
Hmm.
with family bonding. I'm missing a lot of vacations that I used to go on with my family members, but
Hmm.
they are no longer here. But we used to
Hmm.
pack up and go down to a lot of the places down in North and South Carolina. We would rent
Hmm.
homes before they were called B and Airbnbs. We would just,
Hmm.
get a resort spot, and you get 4 or 5 families. We're all in the same family, but you get them all under one roof, and let all the kids hang out. And it was a family vacation. But I don't think a lot of people do that now. They just sit on here for 8, 9, 12 hours, tell us they got 3, 4 kids. We don't hear them in the background, and they beg for money. But y'all, I know everybody's not like that. So
Child, you
Yeah.
saw when I was on here the other day, reporting on the tornadoes that was hitting us everywhere.
yeah,
And my baby, sure, I wasn't on here an hour before he come running through the screen like how they be doing it. I don't know.
I know, right?
I,
Hmm.
Right, you can. Yeah, how can you have a whole 9 hours of silence, but you got 7 kids? Like,
Well,
child,
they were saying that I know a few weeks ago, Pizza was saying that she was debating whether or not to, have another baby. And I think, well, earlier on this, I think, I don't know how long her live was today, but earlier in the live, because I left, came back, she had said that, and I didn't see this, but because I've been behind, I haven't really been watching, but she said that it sounds like Pizza is thinking about leaving YouTube to have the baby,
to go on to the mommy
to get
sector.
pregnant. Yeah, to go to the mommy sector. That's right. Hmm. And
well, I
they said
mean,
that the mommy sector, they show themselves, and
Yeah.
so she doesn't know if she'll make it because they don't have people that don't cam up over there.
Yeah, how can you be in the mommy sector and you're not showing you or your kids? I mean, ain't
They
that what?
Right.
already know about pizza from they already them mommy sector bitch. I mean, I don't want to call them bitches, but them mommy sector ladies, they already know what's going on over here, and they not gonna. She ain't gonna come over there try to take the money. Them mommy sector bitches got their money on lockdown over here. You not gonna bring no motherfucking one-eyed cockeyed bitch over there with no kids and no goddamn avatar to take their money. Their money, they're scheming and planning this shit, bitch.
But I'm just saying
Girl,
that's like joining the beauty sector and you never show your hair and your makeup.
how
Like,
you gonna do
Yeah,
that? So that
exactly.
ain't gonna happen. But they already got their own goddamn storylines and shit. So pizza lady, if you thinking about that shit, really gives a fuck, girl?
And
But
there's a lot of
they not gonna
people
accept.
that a lot of mommy sector women have gone into the Mo3 crossed over and trying to be Mo3 sector,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna run over there. What about that girl, that Lemon, that Hispanic woman, that girl
With 9
woman
kids.
with 9 kids, and she
what was
don't
her name?
have
Bree. What was her name?
baby mama Bri?
Baby Mama
She
Brie. Yeah.
Yeah, she was mommy sector, and I think they probably kicked her out because all her kids got taken away. But I'm sure they'll go over and you know talk about, if they haven't even already, because Meat Mob is a mommy sector that crossed over into the Mo3 sector. So
Well, those
yeah,
people already
it's
are
not going to
giving
be
their money.
easy.
They're not going to welcome somebody new over there that already done scammed all the goddamn money over here and drained the goddamn sector over here with the ratchetness. They're not going to let her just waltz in here and because she gonna get knocked up and have a new baby. And she hoping for a baby boy. That bitch gonna have
Hmm.
to show her goddamn stomach and belly grow. She gonna have to show goddamn titty sucking. She gonna have to show her practically delivering a goddamn child
Her
before she goes and
house,
make some
because
goddamn money.
yeah, they
Okay.
want to see her putting the baby in the crib and fixing the bottles. You have to show the inside of your house too, because that's what they talk about each other on, and they call CPS on each other all the time. It's not an easy sector to be in, actually. Since it's specific to a baby mama and her kids, they call CPS all the time and get kids taken
All the
away
time. They
all
sure
the time.
do. And it's quite
Hmm.
embarrassing because they put their kids out here. And that's one thing I do not like. I wish y'all would stop showing your kids on here because you are cursing your kids for their future. Because people are going to see those videos where you're putting those kids in weird positions and you being a hoe out here. And then later on, they might they might work out well and they end up getting a scholarship somewhere before the scholars. They're going to look at your whole history when they go through your application process. They're going to say, okay, Mr. Kika Lakamaka, we see you got a 4.0 GPA, but we need to get your social media stuff, and we're going to see how your mama to put your
Probably
ass out
don't.
there pouring around and shit. Mm-mm.
They probably don't think it's no different than all these reality shows that have their kids all over social
Mhm.
media.
But they have money.
Probably do though.
But those people have money. Over here, no, there's no. They got millions. They got deals. No, you can't just be a ratchet ass bitch on here showing your little ragamuffins and real rats and shit. And you go here with, oh, I'm getting ready to go drag. Oh, long ass motherfucking
Don't
ragged
drag.
ass
Don't do it. Don't do
fingernail.
it.
I know it's not right
Don't
because
do
I
it.
know
Mm-mm.
everybody can't
And
afford
ain't all of them.
whatever.
All
Mm-mm.
of them ain't got
Mm-mm.
millions either.
Right.
Mm-mm.
It's a lot of them ratchet ass heifers over there
Mm-hmm.
on those reality shows, and they ain't got money. How many people in love with hip hop ain't dropped an album, ain't dropped a
Right.
shit?
Mhm.
I'm like,
Right. Right.
the
I
fuck?
think
But
that they
think
they even
about
pull up on each other over there in the mommy
right. But
sector.
think about the
I
children.
mean, they do.
You
I
applying
don't
to law
care.
school and they're gonna show that your mama and doing all this ratchet shit while you trying to see if you're gonna get accepted. And that's one thing that pulls up. You get the same league as the white boy and then the Pedro and then the Uralaka. And then they're gonna look at your social media and they're gonna rule you out. I know you can't really think that, oh, you can't judge how somebody's is gonna be because of where they grew up in their past and stuff like that. But these people put their kids in uncompromising positions, and they don't really give a fuck. It's just it's wrong. I'm just sorry. Y'all need to stop putting y'all kids out here. You really do, because you're fucking up their damn future. You really are. You don't even know what they're going to be and what they can be But you want to be ratchet and be goddamn YouTube famous with your ratchet, big, and motherfucking stupid asses. Let me shut.
Yeah,
Let me
all
get out here.
depends on the content. Like you're saying, no, I understand a view. It all
You
depends on
do?
the content too, because I follow a lot of people on YouTube who ain't on fuck shit, and they show their families all the time. Like they shop with them, they eat
Yeah.
with them, they take trips with them. So it all depends on what type of content you're putting out here.
Yeah.
You
I
know, when
do.
Yeah.
I exactly understand what you're saying, and I just want to say, hey, to Vibrant Love, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for stopping through.
Boo.
And everybody, please continue to hit the like and share button. And something I wanted to say about Grish, after she got down off of Lemon's panel, you know, she got back up there and she wanted to make sure that people knew or understood this is not about clout when it comes to her beefing with Bri. And she also said that for those of y'all who did fuck with her before her and Bri got into it, don't try to fuck with her now.
She
So
sure did. She sure did say that shit. I was like, well, I ain't got no problem because I always been fucking with Grish and
yeah,
Me,
fucking
we
I had
always been
too.
fucking
I've
with Grish.
always
right.
fucked with her. You
That
know,
message was
and
not for
I get
us.
no, I respect that for the simple fact that, and I don't know, I can't see the chat, but of you, hoodie, tell me how you feel about what I'm going to say. I can't. One of the things that irks my soul dearly is this idea that a friend of my friend is my, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I've never liked a view, never liked a view. You and a view were cool, hoodie, but then you fall out with her. So now I'm gonna be your friend, hoodie, because now we can both be against a view. I can't stand that.
Right.
I don't live my life
I
like
hate
that, and I can't
that.
stand that. And I think that's what, isn't that what Grish was saying? You know, don't be trying to come up on me now because
Mhm.
me and Bree aren't getting along and
Mhm.
think we're gonna be cool.
Yeah, because there's probably a lot of people who, but that's how it goes over here. As soon as somebody fall out with somebody that they don't like, they run over there and like, you ain't never fuck with me before. Now I'm fucking with your enemy, and now you
Right,
want to be riding my coattail.
right.
Like I totally get it.
Like uppity. Go ahead. I'm
Oh, did you
sorry.
hear what Uppity said, y'all?
Oh
What she
Lord.
saying?
Did y'all hear that about the federal documents?
Yes,
Yeah.
go ahead and tell us
But
again.
go
Yes.
ahead, because maybe the people down
Okay,
in the chat.
so Uppity, when she jumped on Lemon's panel, she said, or was it Ness's?
Yes, because
It was
Lemon
Ness's
can't
panel.
stand
Okay,
her.
so
He calls
Uppity
her a
jumped.
walrus. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
Uppity jumped on Nessa's panel and she said she believes everything Grish is saying about Bri being a doctor and being, you know, whatever. And so she said that she has showed Bri a federal document that her lawyer had wrote up, but she hid the name of who the document was towards and the address, and you know, she hid that information. So she said Bri didn't know who the lawsuit was against. And so she said, but Bri did see my name and my address. And then she said, then after that, that dude over there that was doxing everybody over here, put,
MHV.
yeah, put her address and name, you know, in his chat or in his commentary. So she said she believes that Bri was the one who gave him the information.
Wait. So is that how everybody all of a sudden knew that Funkity was living in like some type of federal funded housing where they have to watch over her and she has curfews and they're basically watching her as she, to see, you understand what I'm saying? They're watch it's almost like a half, it puts you in the mind of a halfway house kind of. She lives
Yeah.
there. They have like social workers that come and check on you. You have to do things a certain way. You have to keep things a certain way. And eventually, I guess if you do well enough, you graduate out of it. Is that
It's
how
like
they
a
found out?
controlled shelter. Yes, you are absolutely right. It's like a controlled shelter. And that's why they lock the doors and have sign in and sign out. And I don't even know why she says somebody coming over every week with $1,000 and stuff like that. That can't happen. That
Yeah.
in this type of controlled shelter environment, it's actually supposed to be very good for the occupants. But I think she is antagonistic. So that whole situation occurred that when she was on a live with the people in there, the foot in the door, and that whole thing, and that child screaming. Um, they're probably working on that, and she needs to figure something out. But you know, the thing about her, I find sometimes when she speaks, I find what she says very accurate and engaging, and she's saying it the right thing. I kind of look past the fact that she's spitting up with the goddamn tongue and the no teeth in her mouth, but I listen to her words, and sometimes she puts things together, especially if it's something political or something that is involving government paperwork.
Of
Sometimes,
course, she's good at that.
right, that's what I'm gonna say. Because she's been there and done that, and lawyers and things. But the other shit that she speaks about, and when she turns the camera on, we see really what she's dealing with and what she's working with. We hear the background noises, and that's the part that's extremely disturbing to me. That is not acceptable, because like I have a puppy, I'm entering Ronnie Q's contest.
Yay! Okay.
Yeah, y'all don't hear my puppy because I'm taping right now, and I don't want to share that part of my life because y'all be in the dog would go, "Ah," and then I'll be like, let me dox the dog. Like, really? I don't need my
Hmm.
dog doxed. Okay. But anyway, it's very disturbing with the background noises with that lady. Um, and I think at some point, they're probably building a case or something like that. And I just wish she would leave that alone. But I get triggered a lot, and to hear that background noise doing all that, making all that noise and hollering, and then for her to just be focused on what's going on here and who she's talking about and yelling and spitting and hooping and hollering with on this panel, it doesn't equal. It doesn't match up. Something's going to happen.
Well, you know what? I mean, to me, maybe one of the best things that could happen is that Nala gets the help and the schooling and the teaching that she needs, because I just don't see where she's doing it, because like after like I checked in, checked in, checked out of Nessa's live, and you can tell when she's slowly declining into drunkenness. The tongue gets heavier, the spit gets thicker, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I'll tell you what, if you sit and listen to Uppity can drop some gems sometimes. She really can. And not just
Yeah.
on government things. She looks, there's certain things she'll look at and I'll think, wow, we both thought the same thing. And I kind of get scared for myself. But I still just don't have any respect for her as a
But
mom.
you noticed the same thing that I said, and you said exactly what I said, because sometimes when she can over debate and debate with the best of these motherfucking bozos on here, and when she's on point, she is on point. And I'm like, damn, I didn't even think about that angle, especially when it comes
Hmm.
to politics and just certain things. She is there, and she can spit it out just like
You
perfectly. And
got
even
that right, spit.
yeah, spit. Oh Lord.
Mm-mm,
But the thing
mm-mm.
is that we already know it's an extreme thing there. It's just like one side of her and then the other side of her, and we all see it. But then we still hear the background. And so it doesn't matter how intelligent and how engaging she sounds when she is giving us jewels, which we really don't ask for, when she's giving us that, but we still hear the background. The
See, you're
background.
different from me. I worry when I don't hear the child after two
Mhm.
hours. What's the child doing while you're drunk, focusing on YouTube
Right,
mess on a panel, and I don't
right.
hear the baby screaming? That
That,
worries me a little bit. I
yeah,
not worry. I think about it, but
yeah.
it is. She is what she is. But what were you saying, Hood Table, about it? I forgot.
Oh, well, I just see a comment in here now. Grace Blood said someone made a whole troll page doxing Uppity with her address, court papers, etc. I know the page um, Uppity Negro effing Goddess C was up before MHB. Oh, okay. And
Gacy,
yeah,
Goddess Gacy.
oh, Goddess Gacy. What's up, Jill's Comfort Zone? How you doing?
Hey, Jill. But
What's
you know
up?
something though, Hoodie and of you.
Hmm.
Okay, here's my thing. This is way before MHB, like months.
Mhm.
She was with Pizarro and Bri. You know, they were her besties, and she got doxxed. And when they doxed her first and last name, they also doxed the court papers where it came out that she got found guilty for her two older kids going to school dirty and filthy, and they got taken away, and the fathers, respective father, got custody of their child. Now that was doxed,
Yes, it
and
was.
she wants to say that those papers were forged and she didn't really lose her kids when the actual documents are right there. They're stamped by the clerk of courts. They're legal and binding. You can't change the facts. So I'm wondering, are those the same papers that she's claiming that Bree got? Because if that's the case, I'm not going because those papers have been out for a long time. So
Well,
why all of a sudden would Bree put it out? Am I making sense?
Well,
Yeah.
I remember those papers, but the papers she just mentioned today, she said were federal papers that her attorney had drew up.
Okay.
So those other papers, just court records from her losing her children or whatever. But this, it sounded like she was suing somebody or had an attorney, and I'm like, child, you got a whole attorney over there. But
Girl,
anyway,
It's
you get them free. You
it's
get them
different
free.
paperworks, and she has an attorney for her social life situation. So it's not like she went out and hired a private attorney and all that, like the grandiosa sounded. It's somebody that's it. I don't mean to make light of it and make it sound bad, but it's still part of her delusionment and everything. So, but there is some validity into it because you can't do that. You can't just put that out there. So she's got to, yeah, this is new. It's a new court case. Let me get off
Okay.
because I don't even want to be up into that, but it's separate from the old
Oh,
case.
okay. Well
yeah, that's
then
what Jim Cooper.
I
Mhm.
stand corrected then. Sorry, Uppity.
No,
I
it's
thought
okay because it's
we were
enough food
talking
I
about the
love.
same thing.
Right now,
Like,
baby, you okay? Because we're not used to this fuckery like this. This is some
no.
ongoing
Mm-mm.
fuckery. No,
Mm-mm.
you do a court case, you get it over and done with. No, this is some longevity
Can
fuck
I
shit.
can I just put in here? Can I interrupt the table real quick?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so while Grish and while Grish and Brianna were going at it up on Lemon's panel, they're going for it. The underlying story was that over in Nessa's chat before they went over to Lemons for the big showdown, Indigo and Uppity were going at it. They can't stand each other. It's Uppity, Trinigal, and Indigo. Okay, so Indigo gets up on Ness's panel, and Uppity runs. And Indigo is up there roasting and gagging her down to her fungus infected, warped, thick toenails, right? And so I wouldn't say it if she hadn't showed them. And so so Indigo, because they both live in New York, so Indigo gave her address and was like, pull up, show up, I'm gonna be standing outside. So while while Grish and Brianna were going at it on Lemon panel, I'm typing Indigo in the chat. I'm like, Indigo girl, what's going on? She's like, still haven't showed up. Me and my co-worker standing out here in the wind. Girl. So that was the underlying story to see if Uppity, because Uppity said she was going, she was pulling up, but she never did. So I just wanted to put that in there that Indigo was outside. She was ready to kick Uppity behind.
So hold on, Uppity was about to pull up on somebody.
She said
Roll
she
up.
was, and Indigo was like, "Here, I'm gonna give you my address where I'm at right now." And she gave the address and everything, and she was outside
And how she
because
gonna get there? I thought she had issues walking.
Uppity
Roll up.
catches the
I said roll
bus.
up.
Uppity is a bus rider, girl.
Rolling up.
She gets a monthly
Y'all need to
pass.
stop.
And
Rolling.
wait, and you know she doesn't have a stroller. She uses a shopping cart, right? I'll
No,
go
y'all
on
need to
mute.
stop.
I'll go
Y'all
You
on
gonna
need to
mute.
take me
stop.
riding dirty. I'm really rolling. Okay. But yeah.
They got me rolling.
Oh my God, Jill said
Headed.
She
crazy.
riding dirty.
What
Would
up,
you,
Memphis Peach Tea? Oh my God, y'all got me over here. It's so
girl?
tickled.
Indigo was ready. I said, Indigo, you gonna fight her? She said, she pull up. I'ma beat her ass. She said, where's she at? Me and my coworkers, they want to watch. She said, I'm out here waiting. It's windy. Then finally, she said, I clocked out. I'm ready to go home. I was like,
She
dang,
told her
okay.
where she works at.
Oh, she would. Indigo and Uppity cannot stand each other. Do you hear me? It's up and it's stuck for real, for real.
I wouldn't be telling nobody come to my job.
She
Like,
wanted me either, but Indigo was pissed. She's like, I'm done. Here, come. She was up there. She was cussing out Trini Gal. She was cussing out Uppity, and she was cussing out Heatwave. Because
and so
Heatwave,
they all stay in the same city.
I don't know where.
No, they don't.
I
But
don't
you
know
can
where
get
Trini
around.
Gal lives. I don't
Yeah,
know
you
where
can get
Heatwave
around.
lives.
Yeah,
Would
You
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 can get
said
say
around.
Uppity can get around.
Uppity
No, I
lives in?
said, hold on. No, they don't live in the same boroughs. Listen
But
here,
they
I
all
caught
live
what
in.
you just said. She said the hood table being messy. But they could get around to each other. I'm gonna
Yeah,
remove the word
yeah,
roll around. They go
yeah, yeah. They could definitely touch one another if they
right, they're
wanted to.
touchable.
You know,
But I,
every city got those scooters now. Those
yeah, she got a
electric
shopping
scooters.
cart that she puts her baby
So
in, and
she's
she
so
does her.
happy.
It's anyway.
Is it
So
motorized, Corio?
no, it's a shopping cart from like a
It's a
store,
real
like a
shopping
grocery
cart that you
store.
push. Yeah.
She does. She does. I don't know if she look. It's a shopping cart, like if you go in the grocery store.
But you know what? Hold on with the grocery store shopping carts. Why every time I go to the goddamn grocery store, which I hate going into, why I always get the raggedy goddamn cart? The fucking wheel be going one side, I be going to the left side. Anyway, never mind. Let me.
Okay, but
Well,
but yeah.
sometimes I gotta
So
go through 2, 3 carts before I can find a
I
good one.
know, right? The only time I get good carts for certain is when I go to Aldi's and you stick the quarter in. They
Yes,
always have great
yes,
shopping carts. But
yes.
but yeah. So we almost had a pull up, but I don't understand it because Indigo is, I forget, she's from one of the islands. Trini Gal is from the islands. Heat Wave is from the islands. And Uppity is from hell. But I don't know why they
Mm-mm.
do not get along. Because Indigo was calling them immigrants. Uh,
What?
Well, they don't get along because Uppity it's got a smart motherfucking mouth and she's extremely disrespectful to people and she's always about this Jamaica, Trinidadian, this and she's
oh
always
yes.
disrespectful. You know how she talk and when she get on the thing, so she's probably insulted people and she don't even know who the fuck she's
Oh,
insulting.
she's insulted Indigo because Indigo is
Mhm.
Trinidadian. And
Right.
but
And so
I'm trying to figure out why Indigo, Heatwave, and Trinigal don't get along. The three of them, Uppity is just, yeah, you're right. She's just, anyway, she
anyway, and
gets
then
into it with a lot of people.
yeah, and then
But
everybody like Teresa. And Teresa be doing some shit too. So it's I find certain content creators at some point you could do like them one of them graphs and shit, and you link everybody up to the same goddamn person. It's like 3 or 4 people, and they all linked it together. That's why I like to go solo. I don't give a fuck. All right, let me
Hold
check.
up.
yeah.
What did Charlie say? What's up, Charlie Boo?
Hey,
She said
Charlie,
that lady is special needs. Who's special needs?
Uppity. I bet you she's talking about Uppity.
Oh my God. Hit the link, Charlie. And
Did
Charlie
you know
also
that?
said she
Did
wants to
you?
know what Grish is going to do.
Did me too? Did you know that Uppity drags 1 foot when she walks? I'll go on
And
mute.
see, that's
Yeah,
why
I knew that. Well, we can see that. Did you see that?
somebody, like, how you gonna run up on somebody, nigga?
And you can't run. But when y'all saw her do them damn ballerina day exercise dances and shit, she did this one thing. She was doing like a puree. I don't know, because I'm not a ballerina. She was
Lord.
doing this thing, touching the toe, touch her tip of her nose to her toe and stuff like that. And her foot was looking all cockeyed and shit. I was like, see, you know what? What you're not gonna serve to me is you acting like you really performing the exercise moves and things. Now I'm gonna tell you,
No.
I'm sorry, I probably need to be quiet.
Somebody said she was showing the inside of her thigh the other day to prove that it wasn't black from
I
thigh,
saw
your
that.
thighs rubbing together.
I saw
Why
that.
is that even a topic?
She
I don't
because
know.
she's always got to prove herself. You know what I'm saying? That
Hmm.
she's better, that she is not as messed up as she actually really is. But I was kind of hoping that she showed up and any Indigo could give her that 1-2 and dot that I, but she didn't show up.
So
So
what she say? Look at my Beyonce thighs, y'all.
Good Lord
I
Jesus.
can't. No, she was just rubbing them and opening them up so people could see that they were not
Ew.
black
Mm-mm.
What's
from
up,
rubbing.
Charlie? Child, I cannot.
Uppity special needs, y'all. I'm telling you. That baby needs help.
Just the
Mentally.
most, the most. But then
Girl,
she'll
she
drop.
cussed me out for modding one day. Cause I was modding for somebody at the time, and they had a special guest up there and they were kind of doing an interview. And you know when you do an interview, you gotta respect the guest, right? And everybody in the chat was begging her to stop. Like she was going in, bruh. And everybody in chat, so I finally, after a while, broke in and said, hey, please calm down. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Hmm.
disrespect the guests. And girl, she cussed me the hell out for doing that, just asking her to be nice. I was
I'd
like,
have,
damn.
I'd have timed her out. Yeah.
I couldn't, because it was,
I know.
not
I
my
wouldn't have
platform.
either, but it's fun to say.
Oh, I wanted to. I wanted to.
Hmm.
Charlie, you
Hmm.
gonna say hello to the people on the panel? I'm just saying,
I'm
girl.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hey, girl.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just over
You
here
know, I'm
chilling,
from the
killing
South
zombies.
too, really. I'm in the DMV area, but I'm more Southern than anything. So I know when we get on panels and stuff, we got to do the whole, hey, how you doing? How you doing? That's a nice church hat and all. You know how we do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Us
What I
Southerners
don't
be like,
understand, you
how
know
you
how it is
doing?
when somebody goes live and then the next person goes live, and you've already said hello to everybody in the first live, and then everybody goes to the second live that's happening. Do you speak to the same people
I don't.
again?
I
Or
do not because I don't have time. Mm-mm.
it just,
It's too much.
yeah. Do you, Hoodie? Do you, Charlie?
I do, but that's just me.
Yeah, yeah, you're real nice.
I
Yeah.
that's I make sure that the whole chat, or I'll say I'm driving, or I'm getting ready to cook, just to be polite. Southerners, that's what we do.
Yeah, sometimes I just won't drop down because I just don't want to. I just don't want to speak to the same people that I, left. And it's nothing bad or anything. It's
You
just
like
that,
everybody, yeah.
sometimes I just, my eyes are hurting. I can't do too much. But is Hoodie there? Is she on mute? Are you
Mm.
talking while you're on mute, Hood Table?
She probably over there being getting some tea
She
somewhere.
might be fixing a drinky
No,
drink.
I was listening to y'all talk.
Oh, we're just
Oh,
rambling. We were waiting on you to input.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I want Charlie to input because Charlie, I want to see what she has got to
Okay,
say
I'll go on mute. I'll go on
about.
mute.
Okay, let me ask you this, Charlie. Um, what do you think about what Grish said when she said, Tanika and Pisa, y'all both need to watch Bri because the same way she got rid of other people, you know what? She said Grish said that Bri only cares about herself and nobody else.
But she's not, I mean, Bree's not wrong for that at the same time. You got to be out for self, but this is YouTube. She's going to keep some of her relationships, specifically more so, I think, with Pizza than Nika. And there's a reason why. Pizza bring numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if it came down to it, though, to save her own skin, yeah, she'd throw him under the table in a minute. Self-preservation is the first rule of the wild.
yeah, I agree with that.
Like, so if you got to do what you got to do, you got to do it. But at the same time, it's like Grish was a heavy supporter of Bri, even though Bri didn't ask her to do all that docs. You know, that helped Bri in some ways. It kept people off of her back because they were scared of Grish. Now,
but do you think it has something to do with her doxing allegations, though?
See, that's why people were scared of Grish, because they were scared their stuff would get out.
Not Grish, though. I'm referring to Bri.
Now, Bri has been said in the past to have doxed in TSCC.
Mm-hmm.
It has been said. I don't know how true it is. I didn't see none of it. Of course, we didn't have no group chats, no nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who was behind the scenes with who. I stayed out of all of that. But it has been said that she has in the past, and some people even alluded that she was doing it through her job.
Well, okay, this is what I'm going to say, and this is all I really know, because I really don't get all up to that their businesses and shit. But I did see this. I know that Grish was on a live, or the Burger Bri was on a live, or something like that, and she said, "I don't want you," and she did it with her throat and her big nostrils. "I don't want you to do anything on behalf of me," or whatever. She was trying to separate. But see, not Grish, Brianna, you should have, if you didn't care for the things that you were getting from or benefiting from Grish, you should have said that before. So I don't know about her doxing or anything, but Grish was very loyal to you. Extremely loyal. Grish, she's always been loyal to your ass, even so much that people don't even feel comfortable even chatting with your ass because they don't even know what the fuck's Grish gonna do on your behalf. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you how I feel. Now, I've always enjoyed some goddamn Grish, but when I saw Grish hanging out there with goddamn Brianna, I was like, oh Lord, now I got to pick a side. I'm like, oh, Grish is gonna hate me because of Deanna. I mean, not Deanna, Brianna. I don't even know. It makes people feel very awkward, and I felt that way. That's why I never really interacted that much with either one of them. But I wasn't scared of neither one of them because I like Grish. I work with Grish to help big man. But Brianna, I don't give two fucks to the wind about that messy ass bitch. Okay, but I always felt at some point, if I say something really bad, that Grish is going to do something on Brianna's behalf, but Grish never did. Grish is her own person, and that's one thing I don't like how they used to treat Grish over there. The pizza lady and Brianna, y'all bring out Grish. Yeah, Grish gonna get you like the boogeyman. Grish is a person. Grish is an individual. Grish can do whatever the fuck she want to do, and I didn't like how they was treating Grish over there. So I said, you know what? I can't wait for this goddamn mandate to occur. And now it has occurred. Okay, so I like whoever the fuck I like, but I do like Grish. Fuck goddamn Brianna, Burger Bri, pizza, whatever. But I knew this goddamn day was gonna come, and I see how y'all did the goddamn Yaya. So I'm sitting back watching everything and enjoying. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like how, a lot of people on all sides don't like how Yaya was done. Let me read this message. Stank and I, they got that picture there that they say is pizza. But Stank and I said, I enjoyed every minute. Bri gained 15 seconds of endurance from throwing that ball. She outside. Oh Lord. Lord have mercy. And what's up? They say, hey, the hood table. What's up? Make sure you guys are liking and sharing the video on the way in. I was going to say something because Charlie said she wondered what Grish is going to do. I wonder too, because it seems like Grish was really trying to hold back. She was saying certain things, but she was really trying to hold back. I mean, you saw Lemon. He kept trying to make her drop names. Lemon was not trying to get her off that panel. He was like, drop names. Y'all ain't resolved nothing. Y'all ain't even came to a resolution. I'm up there too. I was sitting up there like, come on, more. Like, what's going on? What's the tea? Like, is you really gonna drop something? Or is that bad that we want that? Like, we're like, what did she do? What did she do behind the scenes? Is that bad?
I think it where people, there's a crack in the clit. Lord have mercy.
See, there you go.
I did not say that.
Wait a minute. Now you're not talking about clits and you done tainted your ass. Oh Lord.
Here we go from the lady that won't even sneak a piece. The click. we're seeing a crack in it, and we want to look in and see what's been going on because they've held secrets for years. We did see the first crack when TMO, got mad, and that all blew up with her, Kimmy, and Blessed, and Nika, and all that. But then they tightened it up again, and now there's a little crack. And there's things that we want to know because Grish has always, quote unquote, been their doxer. And because people in Nessa's chat was like, ask Grish if she's ever doxed directly for Bri, and then it has Bri asked her to dox, and so people want to know. But I think that there's certain things I think first of all she's hurt, and she would rather make up with Brianna than not be friends. I think she's hurt, and I think and I think that if she does release something, it may I can't even talk. It may cast a shadow on other people. I'm just guessing, and so it may not be in her interest because of that to say names. I don't know. Because there's a lot of fake and phony people. Some of the people that things might have happened to might be the same people grinning and smiling in people's faces. And you never know who. Grish likes a lot of people in the beef sector. She loves the beef sector. There may be people, she did a little something something with on the side too. You never know.
Well, I think it would be war. Definitely if Grish dropped any type of receipts, because the thing about it is the way that Grish is talking, like she knows what that we know a lot of what she's done, but we don't know what all Bri's done. So if she drops Bri, it's gonna be like a tit for tat thing, I believe. Like, well, you dox this person, or you dox this. Like, what really does? Like, we've been hearing for years, and I'm not saying it's true, but we've been hearing for years about Bri and her job in the bank and whoop 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 whoop. And I'm not saying it's true, but Grish, she said that out of everybody over here, Bri is the dirtiest one, and she's a better doxer than me. That's what she said.
Yeah.
So
I really think that she would rather make up, and her and Brianna would be cordial again than to, go to war. And I think if push comes to shove, I don't think, Grish is a very sensitive person. You could tell that today. I've seen it before. I'm sure if you have seen that before. She's very sensitive. She's not like this
Yeah.
hardcore person, that persona. She's very mushy on the inside. And I think that I don't think she would go to war with Brianna,
I
in
think
my
think
opinion.
I
she
think
is hurt. Go ahead. I'm
I,
sorry.
oh, I'm so sorry. I think if she was hurt bad enough, because
Mhm.
like she would lash out and then feel bad about it, but she would do it, and then because she's got that heart. You could tell she's got great heart, and when she cares about somebody, she truly cares about them
Mhm.
100%. And I
Mhm.
believe that the only way she's going to do this war is if Bree steps over that line. If Bree toes
Well,
that line and don't do nothing, I don't think she will. But if she hurts her enough, you're gonna see something you ain't never seen. This war is gonna be like, bad.
she dropped a little bit of nuggets, but Burger Brie, you need to sit your ass down and shut the fuck up if you want to maintain this relationship that you said. But see, Burger Brie's got a stance. She's saying she doesn't want to be associated with anybody that's doxing, because now everybody's going to put their finger on her. And then if you got the person that's done the doxing and has been a part of it, going to be over there, they're not on your side and your team, and you disrespected that lady. You did that several times, Bree. We saw you. I don't want you saying nothing about doxing with me associated with my. You disrespected her several times. If you think you're gonna just do that and let Grish not gonna say something back and clap back, whatever the fuck happened, because I really didn't see the whole thing. I saw how it played out in the beginning when Bri tried to say certain things and say, "Oh, well, she was trying to disassociate with herself with Grish." Well, girl, you can't have it both ways. You can't be in bed with the person that you think you don't want to be in bed with at the same time. Okay, everybody can't go ooh 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 every time at the same time, girl. And you
Mm-mm.
are really showing yourself, Burger Brie. And what I if I was you, girl, I don't even know what because I really want your ass to get out there. Okay, so I'm on damn Grish's side because your ass has been mean and messy and nasty to a lot of people, and even the VS lady says some things. It's only because you got that bank information, but bitch, you can't have that bank information, but so long without people reporting your ass. So you had to tighten up down on your motherfucking job if you have it allegedly. I don't believe none of that shit, but anyway. It is what it is. Let me get off here before I say too much. And damn hood table. Hey, baby, I'm
All
gone.
right.
You
Thank
have
you
a
so
good
much.
night.
Love you.
Thank
Take
y'all.
care of you.
Getting
It's good
passionate,
to
girl. I'm getting my blood pressure getting ready to get up. All right, bye, y'all.
Please don't
bye
let that
bye.
happen.
All
But
right.
is there
Do
something
y'all
we're like overlooking here?
do
Like you
y'all
guys.
remember his
Oh,
wife?
What'd
sorry.
you
Go
say?
ahead. Go ahead.
Do y'all
What'd
remember
you
his
say?
wife?
Who?
Yes.
That was a big situation where Bree recorded her call, and
Yep.
Oh,
there was a lot of situation with that. And then I got a question because I've been noticing this: is Dwayne and her at it again, or they still chill? Because I
Oh
think
no,
he's
they are
upset
at
with
it.
what happened.
They
Okay,
are.
I know.
Mhm.
I know. I'm sorry, Hood Table. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, babe. Go ahead.
I know that Pizarro took his mom stick and they were cussing each and they got in a they were cursing at each other and she said she wanted to kick his ass and he was like and make sure you bring your husband too, you know what I'm saying, like he was gonna kick both their ass. She would need, it was just bad, and she took his mod stick. So I know those two are, because he went on Deanna's panel and he also went on Ronnie Q's panel, and but I don't know about his relationship with Brianna. I don't
well,
know.
I think it's like because I saw him saying some stuff, and I think it's because of the Yaya situation and the
Yeah, it
stuff
is.
that went on there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, Yaya was kind of done dirty. Because here's the thing: when we talk about private group chats, Bree was a part of one of those in the past. There was a huge
Mm-hmm.
group chat in the past that caused a big old thing. Mama Sippin and daughter here, her mama had
Mm-hmm.
they had a Discord, and everybody was up in there from TSCC. Well, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people. I wasn't in there. I knew
Mm-hmm.
about it, but I wasn't in there. It was an open Discord. You could click the link and join, but I never had Discord at that point. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh. And there was a big thing that went down at that time of people talking mess in the background, and same thing basically, just different cast. You know, and there was a lot of stuff that happened that, like, why would you be so mad at Yaya when you understand how that goes? You know what I mean? Like, you've been there, done
Yeah.
that kind of situation.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people are bringing in the Madison Blue situation. Have you guys heard?
I was going
Hood
to
tape?
ask you about that, Coriel and
Yeah.
Charlie. Do y'all feel like that's a similar situation? Because Bree keeps implying that was totally different. That was somebody in the mole who was in a chat trolling pizza. That wasn't like a private or a members chat. Or she's making it seem like it's not the same thing, but people are saying it is because Yaya is cool with her and her moderator, right? But she was in somebody else's chat that uh, Bree doesn't like, or I won't say don't like. Well, it is what it is. Was beefing with or did see eye to eye. So, do y'all think it's the same type of situation?
Yeah.
Okay, proceed.
Because, well, first of all, so far the only receipts that are shown and what everyone in the group has been saying, nothing was bad in there. They were sharing recipes, showing family members, talking about their day at work, just general stuff. And then they branched off into another chat where they showed movies and they would go in there and watch movies together. That's all. The only person we've heard that has been problematic was, Eyeball. So,
And they
you
did talk
know,
about B-sector shit. I mean, and
right,
certain people who might be calling certain people names out in public was calling certain people those same names in the chat. But like Yaya said, wasn't nothing done malicious. And if people were in there calling her Burger Brie or whatever, she didn't feel
right,
like it was her duty to go back and tell Brie, because this
yeah,
is how somebody feels,
right, right. It's nothing new. So, yeah, I kind of do because, I mean, you saw someone was incognito. You knew for sure that that's who they were. And you watched them harass and troll the shit out of your bestie. I think, she hit on a couple people, but I know for sure Kimmy was going after Pizza because they couldn't stand each other.
and
Kimmy
peace
was
love.
trolling.
Remember, she was really after peace love
Oh
too.
yes, and peace love. I forgot about peace love. Kimmy was trolling the shit out of him.
And that was the
So
end of their relationship, whatever little YouTube shit.
yeah,
Peace Love was like, that she didn't even go back on that one. She was like,
yeah,
it's
it
fuck
was.
y'all, it's to the dirt.
Yeah, she never recovered from that. But and it's the same thing. It's like you knew a secret, and they were, and the secret was that someone was messing around with your friends, your YouTube friends. So it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It was private. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm gonna shut up. I think it's the same though.
Go ahead, Charlie.
Go ahead, Ted.
Oh, I think Charlie got something going on right now. I'm gonna say it's kind of hard one because I've been really contemplating this
Mm-hmm.
for like a week or so since people started
Mm-hmm.
saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I I don't think it's really the same.
Okay.
I can see. Okay, I can see if KRN, who she really beefing with, was in there just dragging Brie, like, and I don't know if he was, but if he was being malicious and dragging Brie and all that kind of stuff, and Yaya is up in the group, I can see that. But a lot of people that was
Mm-hmm.
in the group, I mean, it wasn't like they knew the shit was public, so it wasn't like they didn't only talk about Brie. Hell, they could have been talking about me. They could have been talking about a lot of us, content
Correct.
creators and subbies in there.
Subbies.
Like
Mm-hmm.
Yaya said, these are just people's feelings. This is just how they feel. And as long as they weren't doing anything malicious to Brie or, planning on doing something to her, then she said, I can't just be running back snitching every time somebody call her Burger Brie or every time somebody says something like, I can't stand her, I don't follow her, I don't watch her, shit like that. I
Because
think
that's the stuff they say in chats. That's the stuff
that's what
people
I'm
say
saying.
in chats.
Right, it's public, and that's the same
Yeah.
public shit that we hear on here all the time. Now with the Madison Blue, I feel like that was a little much because
Yeah.
I mean, you actually knew this person who was attacking other people you fuck with. Like
See,
that's
and that.
the word, attacking.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I think it's kind of. It is because nothing really happened. Nothing happened in the private group chat. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Put it this
There's
way.
nothing.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
babe. Put it this way. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think they're the same. I think what Kimmy did was worse.
Okay.
And Bree's not letting her so-called friends or YouTube ships, whatever, know was much worse than what happened with King Roman. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it's the same, but I think
Mm-hmm.
that's much worse.
Also,
Okay.
her and King Roman made up.
Mm-hmm.
So why is she mad at Yaya for being in the group after they made up? Like the stuff that she's talking about that he did was in the past when they were fighting, and then they made up, and everybody's acting like it like he did it in the group recently while they were cool. You know what I'm saying? And I think he did it publicly, if I'm not mistaken, on his platform.
Did what?
Where she's talking about where he knew about her job info or something or whatever it was that she said. When they were fighting and going at it. Yeah, and then they made up.
But he said that this morning that he said that a couple times in his last two lives. He's intimated that he knows where she works, because he was like, you know, you're saying you got this big promotion and you making all this money. He was like, girl, please, no, you don't, and you know I know you don't.
He said when she was talking about and see, that's another thing people talking about recently. Like, why she always talking about how much money she get from YouTube and bragging about how much her checks is, and then KRN said, you talking about you get 2 to 3. He said, I get 3 times that a month. Yeah. I was like, whoa.
He said, and not only a month, he said every 2 weeks.
Yeah. On top of his YouTube checks and everything else. I was
like, he's like, you ain't making nothing. But, you know, her not making anything might be a whole bunch of money to someone else. You know, it's all relative. You know what I mean? I think she's doing okay. She moved to a nice place. It looks nice. You know, she's driving a nice, you know, truck. So I think she's doing fine, you know,
she's
for
doing
a single.
Good,
but I don't think
all the time.
Yeah, she ain't. I don't think she's on King Roman's level, and he lets her know that repeatedly.
Well, I wouldn't be telling nobody how much I make or how much my YouTube, Google AdSense is. I mean, don't nobody need to know. Okay, everybody knows you get the numbers, so obviously you getting a check. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she gets good numbers. Yeah,
and she get good numbers, so we know you meeting that $100 threshold every month. Mm-hmm. But you know, people like. And this is why, like I said, this is why people say that she's changed for the worse. And that's why that person made that post talking about, you don't want to God to humble you like you did Babe, do you? Like, you know, and then Grish came out here and she's saying the same thing basically. But these are just things that we hear and we see on here on YouTube. But as far as, I don't care how much money people make on here, but I don't think it's really anybody's business to know what you make. And like they always say, right? The people who brag about what they make is the people who ain't used to getting shit. Now, I'm not saying she ain't used to getting shit. I'm not saying that. But we heard that tossed around here a lot, right? Mm-hmm. People who brag about their money and what they get and how they live and what they drive and woo is not used to getting shit.
My grandmother used to always say that. Act like you've been somewhere. That's what she'd say. Act like you've been somewhere. Right. Calm down.
But I got to ask y'all something else. And I'm glad View was in here because maybe she can comment from the chat because I wanted to ask before she jumped down, but she jumped down. But I don't want to, well, we're not really overlooking it, but I just want to bring it back to the forefront on the reason why why she thought that Bri doxed her. She believes that Nina is not Black. And I think her and Bri was going back and forth about that shit. And she's adamant. She's adamant that Nina is not Black. And she doesn't like how that she's allowed to say certain things on their platforms, knowing that she has proof, allegedly, that she is a Latino. Ooh. And so where it comes with how her and Bri fell out, like Bri said it was over QB. Do you feel like it could be a possibility that Bri is protecting Nina's real, race? Because it would be like a slap in the face. It would be like a, you know what I mean? Like, you've been knowing all this time that she's really not white. I mean, really not Black.
Well, you know that joke they made about her, right, with me? They said I sound more Black than Nina does.
But, people are going to say, if she really has proof, like really has proof that she is not Black, That's going to come back on Pizza. That's going to come back on Bri. That's going to come back on because they've been letting this lady say the N word and all kind of other maids and slaves, and she's talking about all kind of shit. And she's probably picking up a lot of this information or our roots information, background history from being in Africa, teaching them over there how to speak English, like
Right.
Grish is implying. So
Right.
maybe that was the beef. Like, I don't want you to tell anybody. I don't want you to dox her. I don't want you to, because that
I
would
don't
make them look bad.
I don't think that okay, I was in the live that night, okay? And Nina had first started coming around. She started going up on Bree's panel. And I'll never forget it. People, before this happened, people were grumbling, right? There was this white woman getting up on the panel, monopolizing, and she's not black, she's not black, she's not black. But Nina kept saying she was black. So finally, Bree was like, you know what? You're gonna have to show me because it was just an uproar. Okay, Pettyville was in an uproar, and so she's like, "You're gonna have to show me that you're black." And she was like, "Okay." And so she's like, "Hold on for a minute." I bet you Nina was gone 5, 6 minutes. Okay, that's no lie. My right hand. She was gone for 5 to 6 minutes to the point everybody was like, "Where's she at? Is she coming back? Is she coming back? Where she's at?" And so finally, Bree was like, "Okay, okay, yeah, she's black. I just saw her arm. Yeah, she's black." So she could have went and got a neck. Why were you gone so long? Even if you had on a long sleeve shirt, all you had to do was roll the sleeve up or show your hand. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why did it take you like 5 minutes to come back on camera and just show your arm?
Right, because it
A
ain't
lot
like
of
you
people,
did your hair or did your makeup just to show your arm or something.
exactly. And it, like I said, the only thing that would have hindered her is if she had on a long sleeve jacket or shirt, and she just could have still showed her hand and pulled the sleeve up. So a lot of people are stuck on that because they remember that, and that's why I've always questioned it because she could have went and got a neighbor. I mean, wonder if she is in Africa. She could have went and got one of the kids, one of her friends. You know what I'm saying? 5 minutes is a long time to sit up on a panel waiting for
She
someone to
could have
just
got a
show an
Google
arm.
pic. She could have got a
Yeah,
Google pic and put it up for her avatar.
anything. You know what I'm saying? I remember Brianna said, I saw her arm. She's black. Now, as far as I know, there was a time when I was watching Pizza, and Pizza was like, "Nina, your camera's on." Because she was trying to get up on the panel. She's like, "Nina, your camera's on. Your camera's on, Nina." And then she came on up. So I don't know if Pizza saw her then, because I remembered that because I was thinking, "Dang, just bring her up." You know what I'm saying? So we can all see.
Yep.
But she didn't do it. She kept telling her, "Your camera's on. Your camera's on." But also, lastly, and then I'm gonna shut up. Not that you remember on, was it Lady Nika's panel or was it TM? They were on somebody's panel. It might have been Lady Nika's, and her and Pizza and Nina got into an argument over Sean Bradley because Pizza loves her some Sean Bradley, and Nina, every chance she gets, she's always talking bad about a gay man. You know what I'm saying? That's just she does, and for reason or no reason, she does. And because I'm not in her head half the time, I don't know what happened, but she'll get up there and she goes in, and so they got into it, and it got really ugly. Nina was talking about Pizza's husband, Pizza's sound bites, and that's where Pizza draws the line. And so, when she did that, Pizza started calling her a white woman, white trailer trash, a
Yep.
cracker. And it was just like, so are you telling the truth or are you just trying to hurt her? Because that's sticking a knife in her, and twisted. And
I remember
so
that. Mhm.
yeah, it's just been very interesting. So
Well,
I'm
you see what
leaning
Tamika
more.
said?
I'm sorry.
You see what Tamika said?
No. Can you
She
read
said
it?
she probably put foundation on, and that's one thing I thought about too.
She could have. Yeah, I didn't think about that because it wasn't like Bree was like turn it to the left, turn it on. She just like showed her. You could tell she just showed her arm, and Bree was like, "Yeah, she showed her arm, y'all. She's black." And then
Yeah,
it was over.
yeah. And then
But
another thing for you, if she is Latina and she lives in Africa, her skin might be kind of darker, right?
but why did it take you 5 minutes?
Oh yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just
You
saying
know,
that
I get
could
what
be a
you're right.
possibility too.
You're
But
right. You're right.
but she
Mhm.
still could have used some foundation because of course she's
Mhm.
not going to be black, even if she is
Mhm.
in Africa, you know. But
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
most of the time when they in Africa, they wear long sleeves and they wear,
Mhm.
because it's hot as fuck over there, so they be trying to
Mhm.
wear cooler clothes or whatever. But
Mhm.
I have always thought that she was white,
I know
always,
you have. What do you
always.
think, Charlie?
They've
As
always
a
made that joke about Nina that I sound more black than she does, and they make that
I
joke in chat. I laughed so hard when I saw that for the first time, but everybody knows I
well,
don't pretend to be
what do you
something I'm
think?
not.
What do you
I
think?
Her inflection, her voice, she doesn't sound like a black person. She sounds like she's some other race. Now I have a sister, and everybody thinks she's mixed black and white, but she's actually mixed Mexican and white. But because she's cream. But so if she's Latino and she's a dark Latino, because there are such things as that, all she had to do
Mhm.
was put a little bit of darker foundation on her skin.
Mhm.
We could all be
Mhm.
mistaken. She could be, because
Mhm.
sometimes our speech patterns aren't what we look like, if that makes sense.
I get what you're saying. And if you've noticed, her speech has evolved. I mean, she says slang now.
Oh, she doing
With
slang
her,
now? Oh,
oh yeah,
snap.
she's doing slang now, and she's got it to where it kind of sounds on point, but it's still a little bit off. But you can tell that she's honed in on the black experience by being over here with us.
Oh, you
And
can tell she ain't
so
from the hood for sure.
no, she's not, because she's mentioned gated communities. She lives in a gated community. Because when her and Pizza were going back and forth, Pizza said something, and she's like, "Oh yeah, well, you wouldn't get past the gates," and it was like,
She
oh,
does sound
"Okay."
suburban, like really suburban. If she is black, then she is a extreme suburban girl. Like she never
Mm-hmm.
grew up in the hood. She ain't never been to the ghetto. She wouldn't know what it's like if you slapped her in the face. She wouldn't know.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell just by somebody's
Mm-hmm.
speech pattern if they've been to the hood or the ghetto because they have
Well,
certain
no, because
inflections.
Seven Stars sounds like a Valley girl, and she grew up in South Central.
Yeah,
So,
but if you let her get gutter and you get her mad enough, you'll hear it come out of her. Trust me. Because
yeah,
that's
because
with anybody that's from the ghetto. We can sound proper as crap if we want to, but you get us mad enough, and it's gonna come out.
well, I just I know a lot of people had a problem with Nina getting up on panels and um going at getting in argument with roasting and gagging with people. And also I think that I can see where if someone really, really believes she's white and they doxed her, and that's what they usually do for people, and it wasn't appreciated, and it seemed like they were taken up for. I've often wondered why she gets so much grace and mercy,
This
because she
chat.
can be, she can be very, very. And they say she does. She's not a paymaster, so I just don't understand the grace and mercy that she's
We
granted.
all know that's BS. Because if she wasn't no paymaster and they knew she for sure wasn't a black lady, they wouldn't let her get up on them panels and talk the mess she be talking because they would go off on her. Now, if she
Mm-hmm.
did darken her arm or whatnot and they think she is, then yeah, I could see that because, like, well, she's just proper or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
this chat's making me laugh.
What are they
I know,
saying?
right?
They said Nina is white. She didn't know who Martin Luther King was, even if you're from Africa, South Africa. How have you never heard that person and you speak English?
I remember
Nina is
that.
white.
I remember that.
I'm talking Rome white, old gladiator white, old Roman Empire who took out Black Jesus white, period.
They
I'm
said, I'm not
telling
gonna lie, Charlie, you do sound like you a sister girl.
that's because I grew up around my
But I
sisters and
mean,
aunties.
but you know something, black women, I mean, black people, I hate when they say a person talks white or a person talks black. You know, she, she speaks the language very well. She speaks, like you said, proper. She doesn't mix up her adverbs and her pronouns and all that good stuff. And she doesn't mix up where the adjective goes. She does all that stuff great. But she just doesn't have that black experience. And when she said that, she never realized the problematic things that black people go through here in America until she saw Trayvon Martin. I think it was
That's
Trayvon.
crazy.
It's crazy. And, people are like, well, what about Rodney King? Who?
We
She
Stuff
didn't
been
know
like
who
that.
lynched.
Rodney
It's
King
just,
was.
We've been
I'm
lynched for
talking,
how many years? And then all the shit that happened all the way up to a few years ago before COVID.
She
yeah.
didn't know who
I
Rodney
mean,
King was.
and all the black men that have been shot,
Mm-hmm.
and it took all the way till Trayvon Martin for you to go, oh, black people are having a hard time. Oh, it's weird. So that's why people are confused. Like, is she over in Africa calling in, or is she? If she's in America, you cannot be that. Uh, you cannot be that. Uninformed to where you have no idea that black men are getting shot in the streets, black women are getting shot in the streets and killed, and you're just blissfully unaware when you're hanging out with your white friends living in a gated community.
She
It just
can't
seems
tell me she
weird.
ain't seen nothing. That's stupid.
She said she didn't really realize things were as bad as it was till Trayvon got shot. Or was it George Floyd? It was either Trayvon or it might have been George
It
Floyd.
So
might have
she
been
was
George
way down the
Floyd.
line.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
it
think
was
it might have
George
been George
Floyd.
Floyd. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
Miss
but you
Ray
see
says
how
she's from Alaska.
she's from what? She's from
Alaska.
where? Oh,
Alaska.
you know what?
That's what Miss Ray said. And then Stank and I as said Nina is white. They said I'm talking Rome white, old gladiator white, old Roman Empire who took out Black Jesus white. Period.
But
Ah,
her and TMO are close friends. Now, this is a question I want to ask. Can I ask a question at table?
sure, go ahead.
Okay. Do you feel that even with all the I don't even like to say this word, but you know what the big thing for TMO is, right? You know what sets her off. You know what that is. Do you think that Nina fed into that and made it much worse by being TMO's savior and always bringing it up and pumping her up and jumping on stage to,
She's a
bring
gaslighter.
that? Yeah. Do you feel that? Yes. Do you feel that that's true? It made it
Yep.
worse?
Yep.
Okay.
She's a gaslighter.
Okay.
Making it
What
seem like
about
she's on your team, but I was just talking
Nate?
about that the other day. People who cause issues and then they come to the rescue knowing they caused the issue, but they acting like the issue was caused by something else and they just here to take care of it for you. To be
Isn't
the
that called the savior
yeah,
complex?
save your company.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. And you know something else? A lot of people feel that way. That, TMO wouldn't have gotten a lot of the arguments, or had a lot of the friction she had if that insecurity wasn't fed. And they feel like, I've heard people say that they feel like Nina did it so she could stay relevant, because without TMO that she latched onto, she still, just be a subscriber in the chat, and every once in a while she hit the link and talk about the stuff. But with TMO, she had a cause, and it showed the spotlight on her more. That's what people said. What do you guys think?
Well, the people in the chat, and I'll let Charlie chime in, but the people in the chat are saying, yeah, it was Rodney King that she didn't know about, not Martin Luther King. But yep.
And Miss
Okay.
Melissa said it was George Floyd.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks, guys.
I'm gonna say, in my opinion, if she's sitting there doing that and sparking a colorism debate just to, hype somebody and gaslight them and then act like I'm gonna like start. Ain't that what they call a white savior complex? I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
She
And
might
she's
actually
right.
be of
Yes.
white descent.
Yes. And it makes it seem
I'm
that
just
way
saying.
more, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you think,
hmm
Hoodie?
my,
Sorry, I'm
my,
making
my,
notes.
my crazy white on white violence. And let me find out she white.
They said she was totally ignorant. Grace Blood says she was totally ignorant to American racism, but knows all about colorism. How is that possible?
That's it right there. And I actually have been watching Pizza, and TMO would be into it, roasting and gagging with someone, would not be talking about colorism at all. Do you hear me? At all. And here come Nina up on the panel. You guys are just going through this because it's racism. Because no, it's colorism. Because she's the dark skinned person. And it would be like nobody was talking about colorism, no. It's like she would purposely go up there and start that, and then all of a sudden everybody's in a colorism,
You
and
think also she could
TMO
have
is
done it?
going losing her shit, huh?
You think that
What'd you
Nina
say?
could have also done that to try to be relevant? Because that seems like the only time you
Yes,
hear anything from her. Like
yes,
that's all she knows to talk about.
yes, yes,
Because she don't understand anything else. At
yes.
some point, I wonder if she might be special in a little bit too, because she may be high functioning, but she doesn't understand social cues and things.
I think she
Or
understands
you
social cues.
you think she might be a sociopath and using like gas, or narcissist using gaslighting and stuff like that on people.
Yeah, that could be. That could
Something's
be.
up. Because why
Because
would you
she's
just
a
want to start stuff?
She would. TMO would be, she likes to reach down in the chat and argue with people. TMO. And, the chat always eats her up because she's, a lot of people don't like her. So she's getting in an argument and she's arguing with somebody in the chat, and their avatar might show a light skinned woman, or you don't know, whatever. And up she pops. I think this is really, you're only doing this because, she's darker skinned. Because if it was a light skinned woman, blah 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 blah, and it would be like everybody would be like, we weren't talking about colorism, we weren't talking about color. They were arguing about, I don't know, soup. How did you get on? You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah, and I think that it made, the more TMO would do that, people were getting tired of the colorism talk and all that, and I think that helped. I don't think that helped TMO's reputation and her channel and how she's thought of on the YouTube streets. I think
Yep,
it made it harder for her. So when
I
you have
agree.
someone in your life, they should be a positive influence if they're your friend.
I'm gonna bounce off that topic. I believe that it gave her the title of the colorism person. Like, if you think about it, like when you go around and you talk about colorism at all, who do you think of first? TMO.
TMO. Mm-hmm.
And whether that be a good thing or a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? In some people's eyes, it's a thing. In some people's eyes, it's a bad thing, because you're preaching and harping like in a hateful manner. Because I believe that all skin colors should love each other, whether you light skin or dark skin. Yeah, y'all have different like things you've went through, if you know what I'm saying, based on your skin
Mm-hmm.
color. But we all the same people. Why y'all hating on
Mm-hmm.
each other? You know what I'm saying? Just because one's
Mm-hmm.
light skin and one dark skin. Love each other.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what it is to go through, the black experience better than anybody, whether you light skin or dark skin. You may go through different stuff, but y'all both go through stuff, uplift each
Mm-hmm.
other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't divide each
Mm-hmm.
other.
What do you think, Hoodie? You're
Well, I
quiet.
just think I've just been listening to y'all. I'm trying not to jump in, but as far as the colorism with Miss TMO, I think what hurt her was she always thought that was the thing. Like it don't matter what somebody else did, what somebody else said, challenges or just whatever. It's a color thing. And then once she kept saying it's a color thing, that's when people really start fucking with her color.
Right.
Like before, everybody was like, oh, even though some people say now that she's ugly or, her spirit is ugly inside out, whatever they want to say about her now. Back then, there was a lot more people saying, oh, her complexion is beautiful, it's flawless, it's this, it's that. Not so many people say that anymore because of the fact that
Right.
I think she set herself up for the hate. Like
Yeah.
you were accusing people of hating you because of your color.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when people started really talking about her color. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you want to make it about colorism? Well, you ain't that cute. Da, 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 da. And that's how that shit happened. So of course she's
Mm-hmm.
still gonna feed into it. Well, they're just saying that because of colorism. So it just kept boomeranging back around. But you're
Mm-hmm.
right, Charlie. I do believe, I always believe that Nina was a catalyst in that whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
And there was
Mm-hmm.
plenty of times where she would start talking about colorism when they weren't even discussing anything that had to do with that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Mm-hmm.
she was a gaslighter. I said that before. I think
Mm-hmm.
she's a gaslighter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't think she's
Excellent.
black. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So I could saying that all to say, I could see where people, if you were a person that disliked Nina and you thought she was white, and you sat and watched her for months and months and months, over a year, over 2 years, jumping on panels, calling people black and mammies and all this and that, and the gay men, talking about what they take up the butt and sucking and all this, and then with women, I know with Miss Cruiser, when she gets into it with some, not Miss Cruiser, but when Nina gets into it, she talks all up under your clothes. She talked up under Cruiser's clothes and about, she's just real nasty, just nasty. And so, Grish wanted to do something about it. And if you're a doxer, because see, doxing, they want people to shut up and sit down somewhere. And and Grish, I could see where she got frustrated. And if you're a doxer, you go to what you know. Not saying it's right. I don't like doxing. I don't. But and then it's almost like you go to the person and you go, here, look at this, and they go, I don't want that.
Well, if I knew she was white, for real, real, like I'd be the first one to blast her all over these YouTube streets because you don't be talking like that and saying things like that if you're not black. I'm sorry. That's just, you stepping too far over that boundary. There's a line you don't cross and she's done crossed it.
Yeah.
You don't be going
I
around
mean,
saying
you
the
would,
M bomb and all that other stuff and calling people. You don't do that stuff.
I just
That's
wish,
disrespect.
yeah, it is. I just wish after all this time, if you could show Bri your arm, why couldn't you show us and we shut up?
A
It's
finger, a
like I
hand,
don't have to.
something, a
Yeah, because
toenail.
now, right now, it's like I don't have to prove anything. Well, don't get mad when Pizza went when you guys argued and she called you all those names. You can't, to prove it. You can just show us your arm. Nobody's trying to see your furniture or your dog or anything. Just show everybody your arm, but she wouldn't do it. So I mean, you gotta get, everybody gets it something when you're in the beef sector and you jump on panels as much as she does.
Well, here's the thing. With her, if she's not going to do that, she's got to understand, she's got to accept all the speculations that's going to happen about her. I'm out
She
here and I'm
hates
proud.
it.
I am who I am and I don't lie, but she's got to
Mm-hmm.
accept that people are going to make assumptions about her. And
Mm-hmm.
if somebody does dox her, she's on herself, because I've been doxed. And at that time, I was just a subscriber. I didn't even jump on panels at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was just a
Mm-hmm.
mod. They got me just because I was modding somebody's chat, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Mm-hmm.
it. So she thinks she
Mm-hmm.
untouchable. Baby, you in the beef sector. You touchable. Everybody is.
Well, no, Grish, feels that she got her, but I think I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't do not know. But there are cracks in the clique, and I just want Yaya to be okay. You know, because I don't. I'm kind of wondering about her and Nika's. Did you hear Lady Nika's live about
Uh-uh.
everything?
What happened? Tell me.
She was very nice. She was, talking about everything, and um, she was very neutral. And but the one part I was just like, oh no, because they are really, really friends outside of YouTube, very close. And she said, all I can say is, I asked my friend a question and she wouldn't answer it. And she was like, so that's all I'm going to say about it. And I don't know, I thought, oh no, I hope, that because that kind of sounds kind of, I don't know, like it might be bad, but I hope not because they're really good friends. And I think out of all of it, that would hurt Yaya the most. But I
Who was that
think
who
that,
said?
but Lady Nika
I'm sorry.
also said they were good. She said, we're good. That's still my friend. Yaya can hit my panel anytime she wants to. Because, she was legit her co host. Legit. And she wasn't up there. She didn't come up on the panel. But Lady Nika was like, she's more than welcome all the time. But I don't know. I just think that a lot of things are being lost over a chat where nothing really happened except for one person who is known to blow up spots all over YouTube.
I
Hood
believe that
table.
whole situation was blown out of proportion.
Yeah. Hood table. How she did this with Ask April. Uh what's the unicorn lady's name? Are
Unicorn?
you there? Yeah, her like little sign. You know how Bri has the
The one
red
who
Oh, you
did
talking
the
house?
about
nails?
cooling? You talking about
No.
cooling?
No, the one who did the nails. Goddess?
Yeah, got it. TMO broke up. She did this same, blew up the group, and uh let's see, Ask April, Goddess, Lady, who else did she do it to? She did it to Bless Watkins. She did it to who? There was another one. There was maybe one or two more. I mean, she's did this like three or four, like four times. This is like the fourth time, and it's the same thing. There's a mole. People
Mm-hmm.
don't like me. What I get, and it's just like and they kick her out, and then she gets resentful, and she causes problems, more problems. Bless her heart. I don't know.
She gonna mess around and Nina gonna be the only one left around. And Melissa said that Nina said she likes the attention on several occasions, so I think she gets a kick out of it.
Yeah. She has said that. Oh well, my name is ringing in the street. This is what she said. She said, "I'm giving you all giving
Mm.
you all I'm feeding the streets. I'm giving you all commentary." And it's like, really? So yeah,
Down.
it's
Who
sad.
was that who said that if Nina, not Nina, but if why can't I think of her name? Yaya. If out of Yaya, Bri, and Nika, they said Nika would go to Bri.
Yeah, they have a long history.
Is that what it sound like? Because I didn't get to watch the show.
Um,
Or is that how y'all feel? Let
I'm
me see. Let
going.
me ask you this: is that how you feel? Like if it came down to it, Nika would side with Bri
I
because
think
I thought they were tighter than I don't know.
I think Nika's smart enough to play the field, because she's been around for a lot of years. You got to think about that. She knows how to say, "Hey, I'm friends with you, and I'm friends with you, but I'm gonna keep it separate." But it will cause issues, and people will untrust her because of that. Because you know how it is around here. If you friends with my op, I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? That's
But
the
I
way it is
don't
around
think.
here.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that. Well, here's the thing. Team Roman News has created a new group chat that he
Oh
says
Lord.
is active and has members. So no one knows who's in the new group chat. No one knows who's in there. And so I'm thinking it created a lot more distrust because now it's like, well, you're looking at, I don't know, I'm not going to even, not even in particular, Yaya, but they're looking at people going, are you in the new group? Are you in the new group? Because King Roman News is laughing like the evil, what's that guy's name? Dr. Evil, rubbing his hands together. I got a new chat. Y'all know y'all wish y'all knew about that and all that kind of stuff. And he's the one that's accepting if they can come in.
Yeah, he said no
So,
new friends.
right. So I don't know. I don't know, but I know it would hurt, because I just, they call each other, I don't know. That's a hard question at the table. Either way, I just don't want Yaya to be hurt,
I really feel bad
because
for y'all. I really do.
yeah, because she didn't do anything, and if the reason I like Yaya so much, and I liked her from the beginning, is that Yaya stands in her shit. She never backs down. If she said it, and you ask her, she said it, she's gonna say yes. She's nobody's fool. I personally think, I don't want to say she put up with, but she saw a lot of things that were wrong that she wouldn't particularly do herself, but these were her friends, and so she let it ride. She thugged it out with them, and I don't know. I think that if Lady Nika picked Bree, it would be really hard on Yaya because I think she really loves Nika, you know. And
Yeah, I
but
feel the same way. Mm-mm-mm.
isn't that sad? She didn't do anything. Didn't do anything.
Yeah, and I'm sure she's over there, excited that her channel is doing well. She's been blessed with all these free memberships, and well, not free, but she's getting paid off of them. But people are donating memberships to get the people so they have a
Over
chance.
600. Over
Yeah, over
600
600. So I'm
in
sure,
one live. And
right, and I'm sure she feels like I want to be celebrating this with the people who helped me get here because she knows that she did have help getting there. Like
now,
she was
do
close with Bree, Pisa, Nika, all them. I
right.
mean, she was basically under Nika's wing. She let her,
Yeah.
train, not train, but she was like her
Yeah,
apprentice
it's train.
on her, yeah,
Train.
like on
Yeah.
her panel and taking over and make sure she was good. So once she started her own channel, she felt comfortable. And so they like help, but she helped their channels too. So it wasn't like one sided. You
That's
know,
true.
she was on
Now
their channel so damn much. That's why I was always saying Yaya needs her own channel. I'm
yeah,
like,
everybody told her that all the time. But do you think now a lot of people feel I don't, one way or the other, because who knows? But a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people write in the chats where they say that, see, I'm doing that they, them stuff that King
That
Roman was
KRM
talking
was talking
about.
about who's they?
Yeah, but I've seen them write in the chat where they say that, you know, people didn't expect her to grow like that and to get, a fan base like that and to like the $600 new memberships in one live and their cash app and their super chatting her, and a lot of people think that people are got irritated because she did so well. I don't know about that. What do you guys think? I don't know. I doubt it because
I,
all
I
of them do
hate to
well.
say, I'll let Charlie go, but I'm gonna just say I hate to say I will hope that it's not jealousy. That's all I say. Because she literally watched these people make money for years. Cash App, super chats, members, all kind of shit. Buying their products that they be selling. So I just feel like it's her turn.
It's
But
her
I don't know.
turn.
Yeah.
I
Go
don't
ahead, Jamie.
either. I hope not. I hope
Right.
not.
Jealousy is a strong drug and clout, and if somebody's, I have seen people, when people do better than them, do this on multiple occasions in the sector. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
they were fine there for a little while, and if anything, it would have just, in my opinion, made them stronger to keep her versus
Mm-hmm.
casting her aside. Because
Mm-hmm.
Yaya can go somewhere else, and people will accept her, and she can help that other person bring numbers just by sharing out her life. Because people actually enjoy Yaya and like her.
Mm-hmm. I
Now
do.
she read me
Mm-hmm.
one time, but it's because she thought I was being rude and dropping my cash up when it's in my name. But
Mm-hmm.
I was like, it's in my name, it's in my name, don't kill me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But like, it's because she hadn't seen me a lot because I don't go into her faves chats like that. I was just in
Mm-hmm.
Miss Ronnie Q's that day, and I've said it before. I apologize, Miss Ronnie Q, if she thought I was disrespecting her that day because
Mm-hmm.
I don't do that. That's not me. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't disrespect folks. Um, but
Right.
and everything, and I enjoy Miss Ronnie and quite a few other people, ODS and everything. Even been said, "Oh, Charlie's a mole." I'm like, no, I'm not.
Who said
Um,
that?
oh no, they've said that because I'm mod for VS
Uh,
and we're friends that I'm a
oh,
mole.
I see.
Yeah,
Lord.
that I'm a
We
mole. I'm like, I ain't moling. What the crap
like
am
you
I gonna
can't.
be doing?
Yeah, in the chat, like VS can't sit in the clouds and see the
Oh
same
no, they say
thing.
if I jump up on a panel that I'm up there
Uh-huh.
to read the back chat. I'm like, there ain't nothing written in the
Uh,
back chat. How am I supposed to tell anybody anything that ain't written?
right.
There ain't even
Lord.
nothing back there. Come on now.
So
All right,
his
this is my
table
first
of
time hearing that. That is crazy.
it is
That's funny, ain't
crazy.
it? I'm like, shoot. I
So
wish I
the
would
head
mold.
table thing says I don't know. Charlie says I don't know, and I said I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know
I
either.
think I think no matter what, her and Nika will weather the storm, and I think that eventually they'll get back into click mode, transformer mode, but I don't think it'll ever be the same for Yaya.
She's not
As
gonna trust
far as
him.
yeah,
She's been
and
hurt.
yeah, and I'm not sure about Dwayne and Pizarro because Pizarro will get mad and then she'll get over it fairly quickly. But he may not ever get a mod stick or it'll be a while. But I think it's all gonna come back together, but nobody's gonna forget what happened.
Exactly.
Well, this ain't the first time, if you think about it. Dwayne and Bria's got into it in the past. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Stuff like that. And
Hmm.
they were back. Like, they called each other brother and sister. Like, they
Yeah.
were
That was
really
bad back
close.
in the day. You remember that, Charlie, when he was
Yes.
her mother got
Woo.
to take her grocery shopping, her she
Oh,
gotta
it was
have
awful.
people park her car and she gotta do this, pull her car up to her. It was all kind of mess that
It
he was
was
saying.
all kinds of mess.
Oh, man. They went to war. And then they got back cool for a little
Yeah.
while. And then I think they fell out a little bit again, and they got back cool again. So sometimes it's hard for me to keep up
Well,
with who they
Right.
falling out with and who they cool with.
they beefing
I
again.
I love me some Shady Blue though. I just really, really
Oh,
like
back in
him.
the day, because they didn't know who he was. You know, he was just in chats back then. He never really hit panels like that too much. He didn't really do call-ins much. They used to call him my white 600-pound brother because somebody act like they doxed him, and it wasn't even him. It was some white dude. And they and me and him used to make that joke that he was my 600-pound white brother.
Hmm.
They did dox the wrong person. I remember that. Hmm.
Yeah, they swore it down. Dwayne was white, and he was always a chocolate beautiful man. I will say that.
I've never seen him.
Oh
I've
yeah,
never seen him.
they
So,
had. I know. I think he did show himself one time, or he came on camera. It was like a camera slip or something. I
Yeah,
think,
uh-huh. Okay.
he ain't
Um,
bad looking, so I don't know
yeah,
why he don't show himself more.
yeah, it was a camera slip, but he's not bad looking at all. Mm,
mhm. Well, he has a great voice. I love a deep voice. I love a man with a deep voice. I would
yes.
love to hear Manny. I've talked to him in the chat. He said he's over 6 foot and he's chocolate. Um, but I would like to hear his voice. I've heard Sophie's voice once. I think he got up on Nika's panel or either Kimmy's, one of the two. Who else?
So Corio want to climb that tall dark chocolate tree.
No, 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 no. I
Oh
just want
Lord.
no. Well, because Manny was the first person that really spoke to me every time I saw him. Because when you first drop down, it could be B sector could be a tough place to be a subby. Folks won't speak to you. The content creators won't speak to you. You know what I'm saying? The mods will. The mods are always the ones who speak. And so you go, and those are the only ones you speak to. And Manny, he was a mod, but he would always speak to me in blessed chat. Or no, it was Tracy's. And one time I asked him, I said, if I see you in other chats, can we speak to one another? And he was like, sure. And so I think by speaking to Manny, because Manny's very popular and he was a regular during COVID. And we were speaking and other people would slowly speak. He was just like the first person, kind of. And so and I think he's just a lovely person. And Manny could be mean though. He's the block king. He will block the shit out of you. I told him, I said, I bet you only see 5 people in the beef sector, you know. But yeah, so
Mhm. Well, we
you.
almost at our 3 hour mark. Y'all know I try not to go over 3 hours. But any last
Oh,
minute words anybody want to say?
I'm sorry, I took up all that time. Sorry.
No, don't apologize.
I love when my Corio telling me stuff. You know what I'm
No.
saying?
You said what? You love what?
I love when my Corio be telling me stuff because there's some stuff I
Oh,
be missing. And I love your little messy tale because you tell it perfectly. You can
Thank
tell a
well,
story like nobody else's business.
oh well, thank you. I'm trying to think if there's anything else for last words. Let's see. No, I think that's probably. Oh, Ness cussed out one of those Umar boys real bad. The one that thinks he's smart. Has a doctorate degree, a wife and 4 kids, but stay on YouTube 24/7. She cussed him out real good. Um, he doesn't have a co-host anymore, and so people are interested to see if he can hold his show together without his co-host, because they said the co-host kind of made the show. But that's it. I think that's it. That's all.
Well, you know
Um,
that
and,
one Umar that tried. You said he was a Umar. The one that was trying to hit the link earlier. I don't know what happened, but like while we were live, maybe 15 minutes after I started, he started up his own live because I was just checking the streets while we were live, and I saw his name. I'm like, damn, I'm not even subscribed to him. But once they get over here, they go down the timeline as a recommendation. And so I said, damn it, that's that dude that just hit my link. So
his name's Rampage. What was his name?
Remix.
I think that's the one.
Remix Rampage or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be the one that Brianna was saying she got in an argument with, because they're arguing about whose idea was original to have the dating game. Okay,
Oh.
so find out on Nessa's panel. I think Lemon is going to have it, and it's going to be for Brianna. It's going to be called For the Love of Brianna or something like that. And she said that Lemon promised her he'd find her the love of her life. So
snap. Well, you gotta be there for that. I gotta see these niggas.
That's kind of, I think that's, unless it falls through.
I gotta see these niggas.
Yeah, but I think that this dude they're trying to get on, I think that Rampage is the one that Uppity likes. Now this mix, I think, let me shut up. It might not be, because it might not be the same one. But yeah, he is a Umar. No matter what, he is a Umar. But I don't know if that's the one, because they keep bringing more and more of them over here, and I'm gonna say the vast majority are really weird.
This is gonna be fun, interesting, and all that. For the love of Brianna, I can't wait.
I hope it goes through, because I will be there. You hear me?
Brianna, I think Brianna might scare them off because she's so up front, and so they like, damn, you probably won't even let me open the door for you or some shit. Like Brianna, she don't seem like really
she's gonna take any crap, and she should. Right, a young lady don't take no mess off of no man.
Exactly. Especially off of YouTube.
Especially, and those, because anyway, yeah. So
trust me. As soon as you hear something, Corio, please let me know.
I sure will. But that's all I have. I just want to, Charlie. It was very nice talking to you. It's been so long. Chat, thank you for not throwing tomatoes, and of course the table. I love you. I love you too, Charlie.
I love you
thank
too.
You so much for.
We ain't gonna be having nobody throwing no damn tomatoes in the chat. They been got blocked.
Girl, sometimes people be like, "You a panel killer," and be throwing the tomatoes.
I don't play that shit over here, no.
So
my block game strong.
I'm just saying, I don't play that shit over here. If I invite somebody on my panel, you either listen or go. Shit.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
I don't care if it's 5 people in the chat or 500 people in the chat.
Well, I know that's right. So but thank you for letting me up on your panel.
You're welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, I gotta go in here and make my brother get up, because I'm sleeping in the bed. Okay, he can sleep on the couch.
Right.
Yeah, but you all take care. Okay.
Have a good night, Corio.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, and I'll talk to you later, love.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, all right. And thank you as well, Corio, and our girl Charlie for joining us on the panel. Oh, and who else was here? A View's a View. Yes.
Yeah. And thank you for always having me the hood table. And just in case for bro, because he's not here, brush your teeth. And for sis, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Love you too, Booski. Kisses.
Kisses. Bye.
All right. I'll talk to you later, love. And everybody who joined us in the chat and who dropped down in the chat, got your commentary on in the chat. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. Thank you very much. And don't forget, we have a membership, so you can hit the join button. Hey, Yaya! How are you doing? Oh, you came in all late. You're gonna have to rewind, Yaya, because you was in some of the commentary. But one thing I just like to say when it comes to Yaya, we all on the panel tonight wish you the very best. We love you. We support you. We congratulate you on the growth of your channel and everything you got going on there over there. Nobody has anything bad to say about Yaya over here. We love you. We appreciate you and your commentary and your channel. Okay, boo? All right. And on that note, everybody stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. And we love you too. Smooches, baby. Y'all have a good night. Love you guys.